I really hate like when you jump into a song and one string is just slightly out of tune. It's even worse when you actually like the whole band nails the song. But
And
it's just that's when I'm like.
It's always the very start of the song.
Just start playing, and I'm like,
how do I not play that string? How do I like play over that string?
Like,
Right.
How do I like avoid that string at all costs?
But it's the very start of the song when it starts out with
And you're
guitar
like,
and the whole
oh,
band is like,
fuck.
it's gonna have to be this for so long.
Yeah.
We did that at the one show, remember?
Yeah, we're gonna have to make it to
What?
the bridge
We did
before I
that at the
even get
one
a
show.
chance to like address
One
this.
show.
And even then, I've got about 5 seconds to work with.
What?
Yeah, totally.
We played the Pixie song, and you were like, "What the fuck are you?"
oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, where is my mind? I literally played
played the wrong
every
chords?
chord extremely wrong.
Oh, no.
I was
And I'm
just,
just like,
I was so happy.
You're just, like, trying to
Here we
cover
go,
up.
here we go.
It was
And
our
we're in.
last. It was our last song, and I was so happy that even I was like smiling, being like,
Yeah, play it off. Nothing's happening.
and then he
Nothing's
just came
happening.
in and saved the day.
The drums are just like twice as loud as normal. Like,
Literally,
it's good, it's good. We're playing,
Playing
we're
blast
playing.
beats.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, literally. It was so embarrassing, but live, laugh, love.
It happens, you know?
That's part of it. It's character building, you know?
That's right.
You gotta, the way, something I always think about, like, I always come back to, maybe this is like kind of like Disney Channel bullshit, but
Which is turning into the theme of
yeah,
the night.
yeah, but like, it does take something to get up on stage and perform in front of people, and you're doing more than
true.
what most people are willing to do, even if they've like. So then, if you get up there and fuck up, you can at least go back to that and be like, well,
I did it.
Yeah, at least I did it.
yeah, I'm in like, if you group everybody together that does this, I'm in like 1% of the population.
1%.
Somehow.
Yeah.
If you draw the line right, you know.
Live, laugh, love it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
I
Yeah,
was smiling.
do you call it out when you make a mistake? Like, do you think you should? Some people say they should never call it
No,
out.
you can't. You never.
Oh,
admit
not live.
weakness.
Not live.
Not
Just
live?
You
Yeah,
cannot
keep
show
going.
weakness.
never stop.
Yeah,
Because
don't do
the
it live.
crowd will be like, you know, it's like a wounded animal, you know, and they want to attack.
Yeah.
You know, you can't
Yeah.
show weakness. You have to be. Also, my
just
art
keep
teacher
going.
from elementary school told me that an artist never makes a mistake. They just did something that they weren't expecting to do.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
Just
that.
Turn down the guitar, figure
Yeah.
it out,
So,
go
like,
back in.
Artists don't make mistakes.
You're
they
only
just,
one note from a right note.
Yeah, right. You're one note.
That's
One
good.
note from
That's
a
a
right
good one.
note.
Man, we should just sit
I
here and
like
like
that.
brainstorm some platitudes and like
Platitudes.
some
Platitudes.
some platitudes,
to the platitudes
little sayings
podcast.
and things, you know.
Yeah, it's very Victor Wooten-y, right? There are no wrong notes. What is a
What
wrong
is?
note?
Yeah, what even is a wrong note? You
Jacob
just
called
don't
it,
have enough
"What
confidence.
What is in a deep voice?
Wrong note.
Oh.
Well, we're basically cooking here.
We're cooking.
We got Shanny and the Eastman. It's been a long time
Let's
coming.
go.
Woo, let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for
Shanny
having us,
and
finally.
the
Woo, yeah, thanks.
Eastman. Thank y'all so much for coming on. This is so much fun.
Oh, we're
Thank
so
you for
excited.
having us.
We have. Oh, I guess I
You're
have
welcome.
to start this podcast by telling the story of our friendship, of how we
Oh
all
my
met.
gosh, yes.
I don't even know if I know this.
Okay, so
We were just all really drunk.
Take me.
yeah, we were just super drunk, and we
As it
It's
goes.
Nashville. That's how
it
a
was
lot
a
of
really great
friendships are
vibe that
formed.
night, and everyone was in a good mood. It's like, you know, sometimes you walk into a place and you're in a good mood, but like the vibe is weird, or like
Yeah,
other
yeah.
people aren't chill.
Yeah.
This was not that. Is like it's my second day back in Nashville living here.
Yeah.
We went to the Goth Babe concert.
Yes.
in
Oh my
Adam-
God.
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
I do know
So
the
my
story.
friend Adam got tickets, and he's like, "Dude, you got to go to this show. Like, I know you haven't listened to these guys before, but like, I promise you're gonna like it." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And so it's day 2. I'm like so hyped to be in Nashville. Like,
Let's
this is
go.
the first
Yeah.
day of the rest of my life.
It's exciting, like when you're
So
just new
exciting.
to town.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
always
Yeah.
something going on. Like you're always meeting a new
Literally,
person.
I think
It's fun.
I got coffee with Taylor like the next day
The
or
next
2 days
day?
later. Yeah,
Yeah, it might be true.
like all of this stuff happened so.
I'm
met
getting
all your
ready to
friends
pull the
immediately.
pictures up.
You pulling the pictures up?
Let's
Okay.
go.
So,
Wait, send
there's
them to me. I'll put them on the.
yeah, put them
I'll
up.
put them up.
Okay, so we go to this show, and everybody there is in such a good mood, and everyone's so nice and friendly, and we're just making friends in the crowd. Just everybody around us we were talking to. Shannon, I can't
funny.
even remember. You were the one that like butted into our conversation. You just like, which I'm not saying that like
She does that.
you didn't
That
like
wasn't
insert
me,
yourself.
that was
in-
Shay
You
Shay.
were the one.
She's
Yeah,
responsible for all of us having our friends.
Yeah,
She's that
yeah.
person.
Hey.
Hey,
Shannon
you need
just
one of
jumped
those.
in because
You need
like
one of
I
those.
said something, and then you just became part of the conversation. You just had like some input for whatever we were talking about. And so you just immediately jumped in and started, and we're like, okay, cool. And then you have like this group of like 8 people with you. And so all of them became our like friend group for the show. And we just all talked, and you got the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's see.
Here we go. I think it started because I was like, okay, I know why. Asia thought, I think Adam was cute. I'm not sure.
I don't know. No, all right, we don't have to get into it. We did kiss at the end of that show.
Oh my
God.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, she thought I was cute.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah,
give
you were
myself
cute.
credit real quick.
And so
Really quick.
Then I, like the wing woman
She's just
I
you
am,
with a
I just
Teletubby outfit.
slid
That's cute
in.
as heck.
This is before Jackson had his beard too.
Yeah,
This is when he was a
I know.
child.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so that's how I
Years
went
ago.
in. I like
child.
said hello, and then I just photo shoot. Automatic photo
Let's
shoot.
go.
Yeah.
See?
Mark the memories, baby.
That's a good
Look at
Great
that.
memory.
And then it
Oh
just
my God,
keeps
look at us.
it keeps going.
Yeah, we were
Bridget.
drinking Montucky cold snacks. That was our dude. We were both double fisting Montucky cold snacks.
No
and, like,
one's
Yes.
no one's casually drinking a Montucky. Like there's either 2 more
Like,
in
here
their
we go.
pockets or like they're
Oh my God.
That's
that
when
is-
things start getting crazy.
Yeah, KP was there too. Shout out KP.
Oh, I love it. Goth
KP.
Babe is great. What
Goth
a
Babe
great
is
band.
great.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love Goth Babe.
Works out of his like van on the road.
Yeah.
Jackson told me that for the first
Yeah.
time. Like, was
Yeah.
it he like lives on a
He lives on a
boat or
sailboat.
something?
Oh, he lives
And he
on
has
a-
a van, yeah.
What a crazy
like-
Yeah,
life.
just
making
producing on the
van
road.
making
has a song
fire
named
tunes.
Sing.
Constant inspiration.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
With his dog and
What are we doing living in apartments?
Put this
and
baby on
houses?
wheels.
I've got too much
Yeah,
gear
dude.
to like I can never do the van life thing because I have like I would be like,
I
well, I
couldn't
want
do
to
it.
bring my amp and I want the drum kit, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need to have my speakers.
Well,
and then
you
it's
could
like,
do-
not possible.
There's a business here called the Drum Box, and they put his idea was initially that he was gonna make like a camper van and then put a drum kit in there, and like you could record in the van, and he would take it on the road.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's a cool idea, and like you could pay,
Yeah.
like you could figure out, you could track where he was. He didn't end up going with this, but like you could track where he was, and then you could follow the drum box, and you could record in the van as it was traveling across the country. Like it's a
That's-
cool
that's
idea.
awesome.
Sweet
That is
idea.
cool. I like that.
So
It's a different thing now. Like he's behind Nelson's drum shop, and he has got
Yeah.
like a practice space for drummers.
Nelson's.
Nelson's good coffee.
shout out
With the
Nelson's.
bagels on
Yeah.
the side.
The bagels are good. I
That
wasn't
sounded
too
really
I wasn't too adventurous when I got the bagel.
Okay.
So it was my fault. I'm just like, I'll just get like a plain bagel with like plain cream cheese.
All right. Well, that's your
So
first problem.
It was my fault. That was my fault.
Mhm.
you ordered
I've
wrong.
heard good things. It's a cute little van too.
I know. It's
Cute
like
little
Scooby Doo.
vintage- It's totally like Scooby Doo.
I know.
Vintage orange van, sweet lady inside,
Aw.
Sweet
just
lady.
making bagels all day. Come on, what a life.
There's vintage clothing.
Bagel lady.
The clothing, yeah. Nelson's has done a bunch of cool stuff. Like they do events all the time. Like they do drum clinics. They got the vintage clothing. They got the bagels. They got some bomb coffee inside too.
Mhm.
I didn't know
Nelson's
they had
is
any of
killing
that
it.
extra stuff. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they got a
It's
coffee
not-
shop in there.
It's so cool. It's like a whole Sunday morning or Saturday
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
Yes.
What?
Very
It's all-
Saturday
it's your
morning
whole
vibes
day.
in
Wow.
there.
A little hungover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Browsing
Check out
some
some clothes.
drums,
In the
poking
90
cymbals. Going, oh,
Yeah.
nice.
For like the farmers markets that they do, and it's like 100 degrees outside and 90% humidity, like
That's really nice.
aggressively trying to like stay conscious and look at clothes.
You know what?
Wow, it's
90%
so hot
humidity
outside.
is this Teletubby costume right now.
I know I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I think we're all feeling
I'm
it.
feeling,
Yeah.
I'm feeling toasty right now too.
Yeah, so we met at that show, and then I met Travis wasn't there, but Eric was there.
Yes.
And so Eric and I are talking like as we're leaving the show, and he's like, "Hey, we got a studio. You should come by." And I was like, "No way! I'm an audio engineer. That's so cool." And so I went and chilled with Eric and Travis at their place, like literally a few days later, probably. And we hung out and we're just talking
Oh, yeah,
music
talking
and
for
having
hours.
such a good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hung out for several hours, and then I came and saw y'all. One of y'all's first shows.
Five
as-
spot. Yeah, 5 spot.
Not Five
Yeah.
Spot.
No, that's where I met you.
Spring
Okay.
water.
Spring water.
No
oh
way.
God, because
You
I
saw us first at
texted. I
Spring Water?
texted
Yeah,
Adam.
Adam was with me. Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember that now. Yeah.
And Matt who now
played.
plays bass in Magnolia Grove, he was playing
Yeah.
the solo set there. That was really fun. And then it was
That
just kind of
was.
like from then on, we kept bumping into each other and seeing each other at shows,
Yeah.
and then did
Yeah, just
some
around
mastering
town.
for y'all earlier this year, and just
Yeah, we've done a few things particularly together too. with some
like
people I've worked with,
some
like
Grace's
Grace. Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
Where's
it's just been-
Springwater?
And it's a
I've never heard of that.
it's right across
it's
from
a
Centennial Park.
really small
Oh, really?
dive
Yeah.
bar,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like the diviest
Sure.
of
Yeah, it's
dive
right across
bars.
Old
from where
as
they do
fuck,
Yeah.
too. It's like
Musician's
started in the
Corner.
1800s.
Cash
shit.
only.
Yeah.
They say they're the
Cash only.
oldest
Yeah.
bar like in Tennessee or something. I think.
Yeah,
someone
that's what
told
they
me.
claim. I don't know.
Our first show as a band
I
though was
don't know.
Cafe
I don't
Coco.
stop.
Stop.
believe
I
it.
mean, you know, there
Wait.
was some guy running a shack selling like illegal booze in the 20s.
Yeah. So
For
Wait,
that had
sure.
been there since
what were
the
you saying?
pioneers.
Your first show?
Our first show was actually Cafe Coco, which is not around anymore. But,
Oh
shout out to
yeah,
Cafe
Is
it was
Cafe
our
gone?
second
Yeah.
show.
No way.
I
I,
went
didn't know
there,
they
like,
closed.
two
Wait,
years
Springwater
ago.
was second. Y'all's second
Yeah.
show ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was our first
Cafe,
one.
How's Cafe Coco? How did
It
that
was
show go?
it was good.
Yeah, it must have been good because I don't remember
It's good
anything
for a
horrible
first show.
happening.
Ryan had a great time.
Oh, nice.
Did you really? It happens,
It
dude.
happens. It's part of it.
It happens.
Sometimes,
I held his hair up through the cookout
That was the
drive-through.
cookout night.
Aw.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
What'd you get at cookout? What's the cookout order?
White cheddar cheese bites, chicken nuggets, and cheese fries.
Cheeseburger.
Large
Three
Diet
or
Coke.
four chicken
Large Diet
quesadillas.
Coke.
I've
So-
heard the quesadillas are bomb.
Yeah, they're
There's a-
basic, but they're good.
My favorite order that you can get at cookout is you can do a junior plate with 2 corn dogs, and then you can get
It's the corn
2
dogs,
other
dude.
corn dogs
That's right.
with your sides. So you can get 4 corn dogs. But when you pull up, what you can do, which is funny to me, but maybe not to them, you go, let me get the the junior plate with the 2 corn dogs, and they go, okay, what about your side? And you go, corn dog, and then corn dog. Yeah.
And then a corn
You
dog
just
on the
like
side.
string
yeah.
them on for like a full every.
What
that's
would you
horrible,
What would
actually.
you like for a drink, sir?
Corn dog.
Corn dog.
Corn dog, please.
With a straw instead of a stick.
Yeah.
Straw.
Just all. How many corn dogs can you give me? legally?
So to derail, how'd you
ahead.
guys meet? What was the origin of the whole band?
Shannon said that. So, yeah.
Well, I met Travis.
Yeah.
Okay,
a
so
few years
I met
ago.
Eric and Travis first.
Eric's my
because
roommate for the
our
record.
friend, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't even.
Which y'all met on what?
Okay, well, KP and I made a joint Tinder
Nice.
where it was like we had pictures of us together, and then our bio was we want to make a band.
Yes.
That is literally it. And then Eric saw it, but my age limit was 26, I think, and he was 27 at the time. So then he had to DM me on Instagram. And it's like,
let's go.
oh, hey, like me and my roommate are trying to form a band. We just moved here. And then Travis was the roommate. And we were in a band, 100% juice for a minute. And then I got Travis. I reeled him in. And I was
Yeah,
like, I
after
want to.
Shannon and I, or that band just kind of disbanded.
Yeah.
But we still wanted to do some stuff.
We still wanted to do it. So I reeled him in.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
she was a
then
solo artist
I
at the
made a
time.
Facebook post
So the
where I met these dudes. And then
Yeah.
they just
we
commented.
just happened to be browsing Facebook at the right time. Yeah.
We
Was it-
stalked them.
Was it the Yep page? Where'd you post?
Yeah,
It was
it's like Nashville
Musician, I think,
musicians. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the Yep page is where magic happens.
What is it?
Really?
Young
Yep, young,
entertainment professional.
Which you're not even a part of, right?
No.
It's wild. that you're not a part of it. It's a
I should
beautiful
get on
page.
there.
But yeah,
Beautiful page.
Wow, yeah,
yeah.
we'll have to check that out.
we posted
So-
on that.
Yeah, posted on that. Travis and I stalked them both for a hot minute.
Yeah, we had to make sure they
we,
were up to
we
snuff.
stalked your
We were
YouTube
both in other bands.
and we
so-
stalked your
Yeah,
Instagram.
They're like better musicians
No,
than we are.
honestly, no. I remember what we said about everything because we were watching Cody's YouTube
yeah, I
and
have a
Travis
YouTube
was like, oh, he's a menace. He's just
I
locked
was like,
in.
that tone.
And then,
It's
yeah,
a
it was
tone. That
Ryan,
was
he
a
was like, oh
comment
my
earlier.
God,
Yeah,
the tone.
Cody's got a very iconic tone. It's
I
like
geek out on
it's
the
his
tones,
tone,
yeah.
man.
Love the tone.
It's
As you
original.
should, dude. It was one of the
It's his
first comments
signature.
today.
He gets it
Jackson
all the
said-
time
Yeah,
at
your
shows.
bass
Yeah.
tones.
Most bass
People are
players
always
don't
telling
geek out
him
on
that at
tones,
shows.
yeah, I feel
Really?
like-
They love
And-
his tone.
That's dude. They love his tone.
Yours was the tone menace. Yours was also tone, but Travis said, you play for this song.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't
Nice.
overplay.
Travis said that to me
Nice.
yesterday about you, Ryan. By the way,
I'm always saying that
he
about
was
Ryan.
saying very
Yeah.
nice things. He was like, he's just so good with this. He just plays to the song. Sits in there.
True.
Very nice, very nice. He's got the best tones.
Best tones. I have all the first
Everybody's saying
messages
it.
of like, Ryan said, I'm down to audition. You said, down to jam whenever you're available.
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
You remember all
Let's
the first
go.
I don't remember
messages.
that.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
because I like to go back and read them.
That's a frame somewhere.
Yeah, we
Because
just
it's
got
tender.
together and it was just going. Like it was just on. Like we just started practicing and then soon we had shows and it just has been what it is. Like immediately, there was no
Yeah.
like awkward phase or getting into it. We just immediately were this band.
Cool, dude. I mean, that's like what you want. Like you want it to jive
Yeah,
right away.
we
And just like
got
get the
really
wheels.
lucky with everybody. just
I was a
clicking.
little bit of a mom, and I made us have band bonding like immediately. After like
That's good.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
I was like, band bond, let's get
Yeah.
drunk.
I think that helps us. We hang
Oh,
out
you
a
gotta
lot
do it.
beyond
Yeah. Got to.
practice.
Now
And
we're
after
all best
practice.
friends.
Y'all ever cook dinner together?
All the time.
I cook
Band
dinner for
dinner.
them all the
Yeah,
time.
dinners, movie
Band dinner
nights,
is
cabin
one
weekends.
of the best
yeah.
things you can do.
It's essential.
Yes.
We take a lot of trips just for fun and cook big like dinners, big theme dinners.
Yeah, I assign meals for the day or the night.
We went to Florence, Alabama recently to play a show, and we pretended like we were in Florence, Italy, and made this
Yeah.
huge Italian
As we
feast.
almost burned down the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan.
That's awesome.
He burnt me. You burnt me.
What'd you do?
There's a video of smoke everywhere.
Just trying to cook.
You know the fuel burner?
Yeah.
What about it?
Enough said. Enough said, baby.
The stove was
No.
too hot.
It seemed
The
broken.
rest
I
is
don't know.
history.
It was all the way up.
It would only go to like red hot
It
or
was too
not
efficient
on.
of a stove,
Yeah.
honestly.
Wait, what are we
Yeah.
cooking at the time?
Yeah,
It
what were
was
you making?
eggplant something.
Eggplanter, yeah.
Parmesan?
Oh, we're cooking.
So we were, because
not
he's
making
Italian.
spaghetti.
No, we fucking
Nope.
cook, yeah.
He's Italian. So we were doing like, I don't know, like the breading of that sounds weird, of the eggplant. And then we put it in the oil. And then the oil splashed.
Yeah, it was so hot.
Ooh.
It was
That-
smoking
that's
everywhere.
actually like very scary.
Smoke alarm
actually.
going off.
brutal.
Yeah, had to air it out.
But not only did we cook that, we decorated the whole place Italian.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all went
let me
all
get my
out.
Yeah.
pictures.
We have
That's
pictures.
what
We
we
have
document
just like
everything. yeah.
a file of like Shannon pictures that we're gonna put in the podcast.
Just send them my way. I'll put
Yeah,
them in the
just send them
podcast.
to
can make
Taylor.
it
I
work.
got
It's
this.
all uploaded.
Yeah, she's the document-
I'm a mom, okay?
Oh, no,
I
yeah,
just
she-
like,
she
You gotta
documents
be- You're
everything.
a documentarian.
She is.
You're
Yeah.
keeping track of all these fond memories.
we
Yeah,
want to
and
And not
remember
fun
it.
ones. They're on
So,
Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
wait, where is it? Oh, hold on. We're getting close. We're in August.
Was it August? Is that far?
Do we have
We're
any
getting
big
closer.
trips planned right now coming up?
No, but I want to plan a new one. New Year's Eve, I want to go on a ski trip. That's
We've
my
been
plan.
seriously talking about doing a Gatlinburg trip and
Oh, yeah.
skiing.
Heck
It's
yeah.
like
See?
$30 for a day pass.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get a
Is
big
it
If-
one.
really?
Yes.
If
no
you
joke.
do
Yeah, define
college
skiing, though.
night, get your old college ID and 10 canned food items. That's your lift ticket.
Really?
That's what I would
Would
do
they
when I went
accept
to
an Ole
UT.
Miss student?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull out my Ole Miss ID.
Let's go.
all of
that's
us in
awesome.
Florence.
You wouldn't know. It's Alabama.
You can
There's a selfie of us in
They
front
have
of
Airbnb
the.
in Alabama.
It was
I made
actually
it.
an awesome
Look at
show
that
there.
board.
Come on, it's great.
that's
Florence had a good scene. It was so surprising how sick it was.
oh,
Like
here
it was
we
a pretty
go.
small town.
This is us in Florence.
I love it. You're really testing my editing skills right
Yes.
now too. I gotta show everybody these photos now.
Yep. You do.
I can do it. I can do it.
But live,
Can be
laugh,
done.
love. That's the name of the game.
That's
You
awesome.
can tell there's a girl's touch in a band when everybody has to dress up for dinner night.
Yeah.
I know.
It's great.
Love it.
It's good for it. It's good for it.
Yeah, it's good for him.
Now, Florence, that was not the Sixpence show, right?
Right.
No.
That was just a different.
Yeah.
That-
This was a
okay,
couple months
so
prior to
not
that.
this guitar, but my regular guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I traded with a guy from Florence, which is how we got the show.
Oh,
Because
off a guitar.
we were
trade.
just like, we're
Yeah.
gonna play shows together. And then I asked him about this venue, Lava Room, and then he said he would headline it. So whenever we book our like next show, we're gonna have them come up.
Oh, cool.
But it's literally all because we traded guitars.
That's awesome.
The funniest,
Nice.
coolest
But
part
then
about
he's-
that venue too is there's no sound guy and the mixing board's on stage with the
yeah.
band in the wall.
Yeah, we were just
And you gotta
Yeah.
mix yourself while you're playing. Like hopefully you know how to
And
use
nothing's
it.
What
labeled.
is it?
Nothing's
So you're just
labeled.
like-
Who was it?
There's
Zane?
12 like things plugged in and none of them were
Yeah,
labeled.
No labels, yeah.
Zane saved the day for that.
But yeah, it was awesome.
That's cool. And so I wanted to talk about that Sixpence None the Richer
Yeah.
show because
Yeah.
that's so cool. That was in Alabama too, right?
Yep,
Birmingham.
One of
Birmingham.
them was,
Birmingham.
yeah.
Hometown
okay.
show.
Yeah, we played two days for them in a row. We opened for them in Birmingham, and then the next day we opened for them in Memphis.
Oh, cool. Where did y'all play in Memphis?
Lafayette
Lafayette's
The-
music room.
Okay.
Music room, yeah.
don't
I
know
think it
enough
was in
about
like Overtown
It's some
Square.
kind of historical place,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. Memphis was
Yeah.
weird.
Hey, everybody. We're interrupting the podcast because we want to show you kind of what's really going on here at Garden Groove. This is a place where people can come in, record podcasts like we're doing now, but we can also record full bands in here. We've also had some people record just drum content or just drum tracks. So there's all sorts of options here, and that's kind of where Jackson comes in.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Jackson Maddox. I am the head audio engineer here at Garden Groove. So we have a lot of great gear now that we are really, really excited to share. The sound in the room is awesome. We've been recording bands in here. We've had people come in and do drum cover videos. And the way that this studio is laid out is so that you can come in here and feel like you can do whatever you can imagine in here. So we would love for you to bring in your next project, whatever that may be, and we would love to just be a part of that and help you out.
And if you also just want to hang out, we're doing monthly master classes. That's every last Monday of the month. So every month we're going to feature a new artist and entrepreneur in Nashville, diving into different Ableton things, diving into different photography and all sorts of different stuff. So you can check that out on all of our socials, and it'd be good to meet you all. And have a good day. And
Signing off. That was good.
Yeah, Memphis is fun. It's a
I've heard a lot of things about Memphis, so like
yeah.
there is like a hidden music scene, but we have gosh, I feel like I say this every podcast, but I rent the space out for other podcasters.
Yeah.
And there's a great podcast called the Born Rich Podcast. They're great.
Oh, okay.
It's more like Born Rich is like, like not money wise, but like you should be grateful for everything you have kind of wise. They had a fantastic producer from Memphis. But it sounds like a pretty wild place to grow up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but I've never played there. I've never been. I've heard there's good
I've
barbecue.
never been.
I've never been in my life. Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing because the people, like the crowd was the best crowd I have
Yeah, that was the most love we've
ever
ever
played
gone
for.
for.
They
sure.
were
Easily.
so nice.
Yeah.
And the strip, literally the strip we were on was really, really nice.
That
and
was
then,
the first time people wanted to take pictures with us.
Yeah, people were coming up taking pictures.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
playing with Sixpence like validated us
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You left that one strip and then it was like a dead town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a ghost town. Outside of that street, I think we might have saw like
Yeah.
3 people the whole time.
Yeah. And
Really?
Yeah.
2 of them were homeless, which,
Yeah.
oh.
Cut. Shannon Eastman hates homeless people.
No!
On record.
No!
Okay, we'll cut that. But yeah, Memphis is an interesting town. There's a lot of art and cool
Yeah.
stuff happening there. So I have family there,
Yeah.
and so I'm not like, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I've spent plenty of time there. And like my uncle is a chef, and he's
In Memphis?
yeah, he's not a chef anymore. He's just kind of like helping run things.
Yeah.
He's sort of hung his chef hat up
Mm-hmm.
because it's a very stressful job. But
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
was
that's a
working at
hard
this
job,
little
dude.
restaurant there that called Dory, and it was like they closed down unfortunately, but it was so nice, and I was like, this is really cool. Like it was like The Bear, like if y'all seen
Yeah,
that
yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was literally the same type of restaurant. Like
Really,
yeah.
it started as like this old little, it's like built out of an old house, and then they had turned it into this really cool high-end restaurant. And
That's
the
so
whole
cool.
area that it's in is like other small businesses. And so I think there's interesting things happening in Memphis, and there's kind of like, there's always, especially like Mississippi has a lot of art, and a
Yeah.
lot of the artists from Mississippi go to Memphis if they don't go to Nashville.
Yeah.
So it's like a town that I think has had a lot of rough stuff happening there
Yep.
throughout the years, but there's always been like this little kind of underground like
Charm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And
and
you
you
just have to
can
look
see that,
for it.
yeah.
A little bit.
It
yeah.
reminds
see
me
it.
a little bit of like a slower paced Detroit, because Detroit
Mhm.
now is on the uptick.
Yeah,
They got a-
Detroit's like-
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
got
heard
pedal
that.
taverns. They got tin roof.
They have a tin roof in Detroit now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Is
so
it
they're
Now
doing
it's
good.
on-
a chain?
We're
They're
done.
No,
fine.
like the little buggies
Oh.
where you pedal and
Is
you
that
drink.
is that a pro? As opposed
Yeah.
to a con?
That's tourism.
Well,
money.
yeah, because it's tourism,
I
and then
guess
they
that's
can
fair.
like
That's fair.
use
Pedal
that money
trains, bachelor
to
parties, all
rebuild
good
the
stuff.
city. But so I grew up in Toledo, and when I was there, it was so sketchy.
Mm.
It was so sketchy in Detroit, and now it's like on the uptick. And I
Yeah.
think Memphis is
Yeah.
Coming up.
slowly there.
Also,
Like
the vibe
slow.
reminded me of like New Orleans with all the trolleys and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, and the
Okay, sure.
architecture.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did y'all go to Beale Street at all?
No,
I
around there,
said,
didn't
yeah,
you?
like I've been in New Orleans. I've never been.
Yeah. It's. I mean, Beale Street is
But I
kind
haven't
of like
been
a
to
mini,
Beale Street.
Is Beale in New Orleans? Sorry, I got lost.
No, Beale is
Yeah.
in Memphis.
But
it's
That's
like
like
a-
the Broadway of Memphis, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
We-
It's not the same, but
We basically got into Memphis and got our Airbnb and had to be at the show in like a half hour.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
like all
Yeah,
the free
we didn't
time
have
we
a lot
had.
of
Yeah.
exploring time. And
Yeah.
then Travis and I think were a little hungover, so we were like, let's get out.
Yeah, we were going to hang out because there was no rush, but we just wanted to get home.
Just like
Yeah.
McDonald's sausage biscuit road.
Yeah.
Oh, take me away. Good
Yeah.
McMuffin.
I know the feeling.
Exactly.
Make my McKnees weak. They're so good.
I love it.
So,
Um,
oh, go ahead.
Do you feel like where else have you guys traveled to? Like, where else have you toured?
That's the only out of state, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Clarksville,
Florence.
Birmingham, Florence, Memphis.
We haven't played in Knoxville yet.
No, I
Yeah,
want
we're trying
to.
to.
Yeah.
Do some Knoxville, yeah.
We do.
I
want
wanna
to
play
here
Prez
in
Pub.
Nashville
Mm.
I
at the
want to play
typical
Prez
ones.
Pub so bad. That's
you
my
know.
favorite bar in the world.
Shout out Prez Pub.
I got a DM from a guy asking me if I wanted to play a tailgate. over there.
Tailgate?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Some
God,
random
tailgates
dude
everywhere.
from UT, and
I bet I
was
know him.
like, I can't
know
remember what his
someone who
name
knows
is,
him.
but I was like, yeah, sure. Like, what do you want? And he's like, we need a 3-hour set, and we're like, I'll get back to you on that.
How long?
Yeah.
How long did you have to prepare it?
A few weeks.
Oh, okay.
We had like 2 weeks to figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was gonna be for the Bama game too. It was gonna be
Oh.
crazy. I
Oh,
wanted
man.
to do it, but I was like,
That's
that's
like
gonna be
impossible.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
too much to pull off.
When you guys do shows, like if you're warming up for a band or like what's the standard set time? I haven't done I haven't done a show for my own stuff ever.
I mean, it's generally like
Like-
45 minutes.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna say,
maybe like
45
if
is
you're
the
like
most
a
standard, but sometimes up to an
first
hour,
open,
sometimes as
yeah.
low as 30.
the first open, I think it's 30. Standard,
Okay.
I think is
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
45.
Which is like how many songs?
No, but
8
Depends
or
on how long
9.
your songs are.
7 to
Yeah.
9-ish.
probably.
I don't like chit chatting much in between the songs, so I
yeah,
like
bing
to
bang
do
boom.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, we never know what to say between songs. We're
Yeah,
not
I don't
a
know what
band
to
that
do with my
talks
hands,
that much
so-
to the audience.
I feel like there's a lot. I've heard of a lot of like managers say like, "Oh, well, you should be telling the story between each song, and like you should do this and you should do this." But like, if you're not the band that wants to tell stories in between songs, then don't.
Yeah.
Like one of my
Oh, yeah.
one of my favorite guys, FKJ.
Yeah.
He's a producer in London, and he doesn't talk in between songs for the most part.
Mhm.
He's like, "What's up?" Everybody's like, "Yeah," and that's it. And then he
That's
just
the
plays the
dream.
next song. Like,
That's-
you don't need like this. I grew up in this small town, and it really reminded me of Wales, and I really wanted to write a song
Yeah.
about Wales.
Yeah.
I've always loved Wales.
I love Wales.
If like you're in a moment where you feel compelled to tell that story, I think people can tell it's genuine. But a lot of
Yes.
times it just
It's just
seems
a
like
cherry on
filler.
top. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can tell if someone has
100%.
said something 30 times in a row as
Yeah.
opposed to one time.
Yeah, yeah.
You can tell.
Exactly.
When they're so overwhelmed by the moment, they just want to like maybe bask in that moment for a second and talk about
Yeah,
it.
it feels
I
right. to say.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
My favorite guy in the world, Gregory Allen Iskabov.
He was just here. Right?
I was there.
Yeah?
Whatever it's called. Yeah.
Shish kebab.
Greg, my king. He's like, I'd hate to interrupt music by talking, but I have to like introduce my band, da 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 da. But that's the only time he really talked.
Yeah.
Or it was like Big Black Car, and he was like, I always mess this song up.
I think it's really challenging to
Margie.
find that balance as an artist, though, because we live in a time where you need that brand too. Like
Yeah.
you got to brand
Yeah.
yourself.
Well, there's
Yeah,
also like
because people love the story. That's why
Oh,
American
yeah.
Idol works. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
totally.
I like bands a lot more when I understand where the music came from. Like after I've read their Wikipedia or something or seen
Yeah.
a documentary.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's yeah.
But
there's
maybe
like there's also the sort of draw of like when you're playing songs and you're in between songs, you want to like, maybe this is just me or probably a lot of other people too, like you kind of want to do a little stand up for a second, or you're like, I want to make these people laugh, but then it's like you start to say something and you're like, this is not going to be funny. Like, I'm just going to abandon this bit really quick.
I literally never know what to say.
You always have like good little introductions between before most of your songs.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I
You do.
don't feel
you
that way.
You always have like you don't smoke weed, and I know that
Yeah,
for a
Yep.
fact.
for a fact.
We can keep that in because it's about not doing drugs.
Exactly.
And I don't want to edit much more. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that you have that one song about not smoking weed.
About getting drunk. Yeah.
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 What is that song called?
Outer space.
Outer Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played that one in quite a while
We
either.
haven't.
Yeah.
We've just been writing so much.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
so
it's a fun place to be.
where are we at on new stuff? What are y'all up to right now?
We're about to take a break from playing live in
Yeah,
November
just-
just
Really?
to focus on recording.
Yeah, we
but-
have one show in November, and I kind of want to keep it that, and maybe like 1 to 2 in December, and just knock out recording.
Yeah, we've been
And
working
get
on our
an
first album
album.
for a minute. We have probably like 60% of it done, I would say, in pieces. We have 2 singles out.
Yes, working on the 3rd, and I think a good problem we have now is that we're writing more songs that we're like, okay, we have to take some songs off the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one's better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
uh-huh.
it's Daisy Jones was so right when they're like, that first song is the worst song. Because
Yeah.
our first single, I'm like, oh, that's a good song, but
That's now the worst song.
I don't like
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, we're really trying to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a tricky one. Like, because you get better as a band over time, and like it's hard to make it seem like that's not the case, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
you want to
any-
freeze a moment in time a little bit. and
Yeah.
you can't. Just-
you can't, because you're always going to be getting better, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to make it seem in an album like that you didn't progress as a band
Yeah.
in
Right.
that time, because
Right.
sometimes it takes a long time to make the album.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where like maybe it's beneficial to be like the Beatles and just record an album in a week.
Yeah, I wonder about that too, like how that would be, because I've always done it kind of piece by piece, but I've
Yeah.
always wanted to try writing an entire album, then record that in like a couple weeks.
Yeah, just like
I would
gallons
love
of
to do
coffee.
that.
Then you know it's going to sound pretty cohesive and sound
Yeah.
like a
Right.
timepiece.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
tricky
that's
to do.
probably the biggest thing too, is if you can write, over this period of time, but then sort of condense down your recording time to where it's like, okay, we're gonna capture this lightning in a bottle kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of
cool.
songs,
Yeah. You took the words out of my mouth, dude.
Wow.
You want to play a song?
Yeah, let's-
Are you starting to notice your insecurities rise, not start to die? Is this your way of keeping puppet on a string? Is this how you thought it would be? Hiding behind blue disguise. But does she help you forget me? Did you think that I wouldn't know all the truth that I told? Oh, does she help you forget me? Sometimes when I'm running on the high, I lose all control. I can't let go, so I give you the blueprint to my soul, but it's never meant for you. Is this how you thought it would be? Consequence of your own disease. But does she help you forget me? Did you think that I wouldn't know all the truth that I told? Oh, does she help you forget me? Yeah, you showed me parts of me I couldn't see, but you hid the parts of me I love to be. You showed me parts of me I couldn't
All right.
So
Hell yeah,
good.
it sounded great, y'all.
Thanks, man.
This
This room sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank
It
you.
does, dude. The
Yeah.
kick drum specifically in this room.
I know.
thing
It sounds
Kick is amazing.
Girthy.
as they say.
Big girth.
A lot
That's
of
our
girth.
favorite
Girthy
word.
Garden Groove
girthy.
Studios.
Garden girth.
Yeah,
Welcome to
Garden
Garden
Groove.
Groove Studios.
Yeah, alliteration. Girthy
Love
garden
alliteration.
groove.
Not good. Not good.
So one thing I feel like we've even in real life have not ever talked about is some of the influences that go into the music. I mean, I can definitely hear, I think, where a lot of y'all are maybe coming from, but what are some of y'all's influences, each of y'all, and how you bring it into the band?
Yeah, for sure. You want to start, Shannon,
Um,
as the songwriter?
Ooh, wow. I really like Fleetwood Mac. That's like one of my favorite bands
Absolutely.
in the world. Basic answer, but we're talking
They're
like
good for a reason.
old Fleetwood Mac
Mhm.
and Rumors Fleetwood Mac. Them and Mazzy Star.
Mhm.
I know I have a very soft voice, but I like a lot of rockier things.
Mhm.
And Mazzy Star with Fleetwood Mac is like how I like to write the songs, I guess.
Yeah.
If
That's
that
what
makes any
you're-
sense. That's
yeah.
like the goal.
Yeah,
And a
right.
little like a smidge of Julia Jacqueline.
Okay, cool.
Just
Yeah, I
a good
definitely hear
answer.
a lot of the Mazzy Star in there,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
they're so great.
Oh,
I
man.
love
Such
Mazzy
a
Star.
good band. What about the rest of y'all?
I would say I come from like a kind of punk rock background. So
Okay,
Mhm.
like I grew
Heavier
up playing like Blink-182, Green Day, stuff
Mhm.
like that,
Nice.
and then kind of mesh it with like indie rock.
Nice.
It's like a combination of like
Like
you're
what
up
kind of-
here, punk rocking it out, but then you bring it down a little
Bring
bit.
it, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of indie? Like what bands?
Like the yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like drivey indie rock. Yeah.
Give me a second. I need to get my story
straight.
That's not the right.
So good. Yeah, that's a great one.
A lot of fun vibes.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
band
no,
fun.
no. I can't stand that, bro.
Yeah, Shannon and Eastman, if you never heard them, they're basically like if fun existed again.
That's us.
Oh, poor Jack Antonoff.
Oh, no. Did he do that?
Did he?
He was in fun, bro.
Oh,
Oh,
of course he
what?
was.
Yeah, Jack Antonoff was
Yeah.
in fun.
That's
yeah.
not right.
No way.
he really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was one
He
of
was
the
the guitar
three
player, yeah.
like guys.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Fun was
Really?
popular when I was like a freshman
Yeah.
in high school. So
Yeah, that's totally high school.
The
vibe.
first time I heard it, I was like,
Yeah.
this
What
is the
was-
coolest thing ever. And then the
Yeah.
second time, I'm like, I'm so over this.
The first
Yeah.
album was
Well,
good.
once you've heard it in a Target for the 47th time,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, all right, guys.
Wait, what was their song? What was their big song?
We are young.
Yeah,
we are young and some nights.
Yeah.
But that was all
Target.
second album. The first album was actually pretty good.
Oh, you got this
It's
on
not
lock.
commercial, bro. Yeah.
Yo, I was a big
Third
some
song,
nights
second
girl.
album.
Yeah.
I liked
Oh,
the
that's a good
harmony
one.
on that one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, there was like a great like harmony stack on
Mhm.
that. They did a great job with that. And you can definitely hear Jack Antonoff's production influence in there.
I can't believe
They are
that's him.
produced super
Yeah.
well, obviously.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
What? How old was he? I wonder.
Like 27.
Wow.
How old is he now?
Like 27ish.
I think it was like early 20s, I
27.
want to say. Yeah.
He's
I'll
like in
figure
his
it out.
early 40s, I think.
Oh.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you. Let me tell you.
He was pretty young. Yeah.
I can give a hot Jack Antonoff take. Clip this and let's go viral.
Let's go.
Let's
So-
go viral.
I think Jack Antonoff
Is
is
40 years old right now.
40
Wow.
years old, and that's my take.
Wow, yeah.
And
I
I'm
thought-
gonna keep it safe.
Sorry, I ruined, I ruined your clip.
No, it gave me a chance to not say it. No, I feel like Jack Antonoff has been a little bit overused in recent years,
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he's like just like, oh, we're gonna make a pop album, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be
A
different.
lot
and
of his
cool,
artists
and
are
then
starting to sound the same.
go to Jack Antonoff.
But they get
It's-
trendy
yeah.
because they're trendy. Like it's that
Yeah.
whole deal. Like
It's the
And he's so
formula
popular.
that's-
He boosts their
Yeah.
things just by being on it. Yeah.
Because it's like,
He's just
oh,
as popular as the artist.
a real artist
Right.
worked on this one.
Yeah.
I realized.
That's literally what it's like.
Yeah.
That's like the vibe that is kind of carries with him. You know.
yeah, like the Motown drumsy, soulsy
Oh, man.
drums.
Yeah.
It just sounds so good. Timeless.
Yeah.
So good. The hi-hat sounds back in the day.
Oh,
Man, if Mike was here.
Butter.
Mike's the guy who usually does video here. And for the people watching, the reason the video looks 10,000 times better is because Mike was like, "You're doing all of this wrong with the cameras."
Shout
Got
out
our
to
color
Mike.
settings right.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Shout
Thank
out
God for
Mike.
Mike Jeffries.
Michael.
Shout out. But he's into like that kind of stuff, and like, yeah, the drum sounds are so good, and like, it's soulful, you know, which is great.
And it's so creative at the time. Like they're figuring it out as they go, and it sounds incredible. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Ryan
Light
put
to it.
that
It's the Wild
into our
West.
new
In the
soul
room
song that we have.
There you go.
Soul
Mhm.
song? I mean, yeah, no, all right, yeah, we do have some soul stuff.
We have a
got
soul
some
song,
soul
yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
have
We
one
got a little
soul
doo-woppy
song.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
About that one.
We're not afraid to
Summers.
touch the
oh,
soul.
lovey-dovey song. You're not afraid to touch the soul.
Bring a little soul into it. What about you, Travis? What are you mostly influenced by?
My heart lives in the late '90s and early 2000s with a lot of bands like
Me and him are both 90s kids. yeah.
Block Party and Interpol.
Oh hell yeah,
Stuff like that. The drumming just drew me in like so much. Some of my favorite bands of all time too are like Pedro the Lion, if you know them.
I've heard of them. I don't really know any of their stuff.
I mean, he's pretty underground. I feel like he comes through town here a good amount.
Really?
Yeah, in places he's still going. Some of my favorite bands now that are huge influences on me is like the Witches and the Irons. If you've ever heard of either of them,
I've heard of the
and
Witches.
incredible. Yeah.
What kind of music is that?
I don't even know. I mean, the Irons has this jazzy fusion, but it's very indie, and it's all produced by this guy named Hayden. That's the lead guy, and then the Witches are kind of like a new age, darker Nirvana.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
and they
cool.
sound sick. Yeah.
You say Pedro and the Lion?
Pedro the Lion.
Okay, I've heard of Judah and the Lion.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
they were
yeah.
just
Yeah,
here.
that's what
They were
everyone
here
says.
last
Yeah,
They're
night.
okay
That's
too.
right.
Yeah. Aren't
Pedro's
they
like an
from
indie group,
Belmont
right?
too.
Yeah.
Judah and the Lions from here.
That's a
Really?
Yeah,
Belmont
they
band.
are.
Went to Belmont.
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
They're
Yeah,
Nashville.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that feels very on
But
brand.
yeah, stuff like that. And I mean, Pedro the Lion, he has that 90s sound. So I just love that. I don't know, like that
Yeah.
garagey, roomy, punchy drum sound like Nirvana.
Yeah, let's go.
Mm.
Yeah, you
That's
have
your style for sure.
Yeah,
I
really
can see that.
girthy
Yeah.
drums.
Simple, like, but in the pocket. Like, I never get too crazy on the drums, and none of
Yeah.
those drummers do. They're all
Play
my
to the
favorites.
music, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all
what
that
you're doing.
matters.
That's what you're
Serving
doing.
the song, yeah.
When you guys write a song, like, do you try to mimic a specific song? Like, what's the songwriting process like? Like, for me specifically, like, sometimes I'll get like an idea from one song, and then maybe I'll try to combine it with another idea from another song and like find the combination between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, does it come from an idea? Does it come from like a night out you had? Or
Usually Shannon
something
brings
like
his idea.
Okay, so I'm pretty mediocre at guitar.
No.
So I'll just figure out a chord progression that works with my idea in my head.
Hmm.
And I normally write them by myself first. And then I will show Travis. And if Travis likes it, then I will show them.
Have to approve.
But my whole thing with writing it is I want to write my own melody. And they have to write their own part. I want them to like feel it more or less. But I want to write the lyrics and I want to write the melody. Sometimes I'll write the lyrics for Travis. Or we'll like one of our songs, we rewrote the melody together, but I'll show Travis. And if Travis gives it like the A-OK, then I'll show them.
Mhm.
And then I just,
Yeah, I
You
think
just
we're
have
just
to
in the
feel
habit
it.
of doing that from the old days too, before they were in the band.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sure.
Travis is like my safe line in music. So I have to show him first.
Sure.
If he doesn't approve, no.
But yeah, it's very bare bones, and then we just all kind of vibe out
Yeah.
while we're playing.
Yeah.
There's
Right,
never
yeah.
too
Yeah.
clear of a vision. It just sort of happens.
I have certain things that I kind of want. Like I'll give them like a vague description of what I want. And then,
I don't think, hardly never we'll never like listen to a track and be like, this is what I was envisioning. It's always just like
Yeah.
organic and come up with on the spot.
I
And
write
the
it-
influences are there anyways.
yeah,
And
I write most the melodies by myself. And then you guys just feel it.
yeah, we'll change the backing chords and stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
we'll change anything
that is
but
the
the
big
melodies
thing because
and the
I know
words.
I'm using like basic chords.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
you
so you
guys
kinda-
will tell me to tweak it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
And
we'll go
Shannon's
from there.
getting a lot better at guitar. I mean, she's selling herself short because she does some cool parts. She's
I know.
got some
I don't
cool
think that's
parts.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you look at my bar chords, they're so wrong. They
No,
are-
no,
Have you been stumbling into some like new chord voicings that you're digging now? Like as you're expanding
Oh,
Yeah, hey, you're
kinda.
liking the ones that you can bar across the top strings.
Yeah, I like barring
She's starting
like
to
the
shred a
power
little bit,
chords. I like power
A little soft
chords, like
shredding.
power rhythm chords.
Yeah.
I have realized I'm solely a rhythm. I don't ever want to shred. If I'm shredding, I am a soft shredder in the back.
I kind of want to see a Shannon just solo. Just
Yeah,
rip it.
just
It would be like one
Just
note.
come back in 2 years and you've been playing for longer and just
I'd be like,
Ryan, get out of the way.
No, it
Just
doesn't.
gotta fucking
It doesn't have to be shredding though. We were talking 2 podcasts ago with In Plain Air. Like,
yeah.
if you can hold, we were talking about Pink Floyd. Like,
Yeah.
there's solos where it's just
Oh,
like,
man.
"Wee."
Yes.
Yeah.
I
He's a
think
lot of people's favorite
that's
guitar players.
my
Right?
soft shredding.
on.
Yes.
Give me some
little-
soft
Yeah, she
shredding.
calls it
A little
soft shredding, yeah.
delicate shred. That's what we're gonna work up to.
Yeah.
Now I can do like this thing where I don't know. You do this, but then add one. It's my
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
yeah. Throw in the
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
a little
pinky
like
on
the
that,
and
on that
ninths going.
C.
yeah, and then
Love
I
it.
like a thing like a little.
Yeah. A little something like.
For someone at Basement East,
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
that would
That'd
be
be
really
awesome.
cool. I want to get East Room. I want to get like
East Side Bowl would be cool.
yeah, Blue
Mhm.
Room, Vinyl Lounge. But I think what I kind of learned with like Sixpence is Nashville is an amazing music community, but everyone's doing it.
Mhm.
So like I kind of want to go out more to like Chattanooga, Knoxville, Atlanta,
Mhm.
more southeast regional places because just gain more
Yeah, I
people
think you
who
can get
just
more engaged
more of
fans
an
that way.
audience.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got a
like-
lot of engagement more out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more followers out of town and a lot more
And
people
yeah.
coming up to us and saying it was a good job than we'd get in Nashville typically.
Yeah.
Nashville, like everyone's doing it all the
Very
time.
saturated.
So you have like 20, 15 people who come out to the shows. But it's like in Memphis, where I mean, it has a great music draw. And then you have these people who literally just care so much about it that they're the most loving, kind people you could,
Yeah.
like, you could just tell it's so genuine. It's very sweet.
Well, sometimes when you play a place that doesn't have as much of, where they're not as spoiled as we are in Nashville.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're very
there's
lucky.
an appreciation there.
Yes,
When
Yeah.
get off
you can
stage, you're like,
definitely
"This
feel
is-
that.
Point.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is really cool. Like what
Yep.
you guys are doing. Thanks for coming out to our
Yeah.
city or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it totally
definitely
feels
felt
like that. And bands in Nashville, you know, there's so many great bands out here that it's
So
intimidating
many.
and you want to get as tight as you can when you're practicing. So
Yeah.
when you go to other places, like you're at that Nashville level, but you know,
Yeah.
you're playing outside of town and sometimes they're not used to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That level of polish.
Yeah, and sometimes there's even like a mystique to just being from out of town, where people are
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this band's legit. They're not from here."
Yeah, we came from out of town.
Oh, I think we're catching them on tour.
yeah, we're catching these guys.
Honestly, you say you're from Nashville and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
a few points.
That is
Few
true.
points.
So, what would be like a city that y'all haven't played yet that you really would love to go play?
I know mine, but
Yeah,
it just
everybody might
got
have a different answer.
mine just got wiped out
Oh,
by the hurricane.
Oh yeah.
But I
Asheville.
love
Yes, sir.
Asheville with my whole heart. I was gonna move there. I
Asheville's
convinced
great.
myself I was going to. But whenever they rebuild, or like even if we had a show, I would literally give every single ticket sale back to the city. I just
You do,
love
like, a
that city
benefit.
so
Oh,
much.
that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
concert or something.
And just get like local bands
Yeah.
and something.
Yeah.
I would love to play Asheville. That is
They have
my-
an
one of
amazing
my
Putting it out
music
there
scene.
right now. We'll clip it.
do it.
Yeah, what's a good
Literally.
what's a good
Tag
video?
every band.
to every band.
Yeah, every Asheville band, just tag them and clip this.
Asheville, and I want to do all of our hometowns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
where's
already
what
did
is
the
everyone's hometown?
Yeah.
Toledo.
Yeah, your family lives here though, right?
Yes, my okay.
Do they
So
follow
we're
you or
we're from here originally,
okay?
but then we moved to Dayton, Ohio, and then Toledo. So I say Toledo's
Dayton,
my
Ohio.
yeah,
What a
Dayton.
wild move. Yeah.
I know.
That's where the drumline world championships happen.
oh
Yeah.
goodness
It's a
gracious,
big deal.
Dayton.
We would go there
That
every 2 years.
and the Right
Oh,
Pat
yeah,
Brothers, big stuff in Ohio.
Yep.
Right Pat Brothers and Corn. And yep.
The band corn?
But then
Yeah,
exactly.
corn.
No, I don't think so. But I say Toledo because I went to high school there. So then Toledo, and then I moved back.
We played in my hometown. That was Birmingham.
Oh yeah, we got to play Cody's already.
Birmingham?
For the 6-pin
Yeah.
show, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Birmingham, cool.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm
Y'all too.
I'm from Knoxville, Illinois. It's in central Illinois.
I didn't know that.
What? Really?
I thought you.
know the
For some
city,
reason, I knew it wasn't Peoria, but I thought it
I
was
went to college in Peoria, Illinois, at Bradley University, but that's
Yeah.
only like 45 minutes away from Knoxville,
Yeah.
Illinois.
Knoxville, Illinois.
Yeah. It's super
Really?
small. It's only like a few thousand people.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard of that because I lived in Knoxville, Tennessee,
Yeah.
but I didn't. Wow.
It's a nice little town though. I liked it. I liked growing up there. It was
Aw.
fun. But yeah, no music scene. It doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
Are there any venues?
There
Or are there like
there's like
local
a couple
spots?
coffee shops and things like that.
Yeah.
And then there's like a local spot in a nearby town called Galesburg.
Okay.
Galesburg has a couple okay venues, but it's mostly just like metal bands and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, small town metal, pent up rage.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
Pent up
There's
rage.
always like a hidden metal scene
Yeah.
wherever you
Yeah.
go.
Is in there.
in every city, in
Yeah.
every town, in every nook and cranny of the earth, there is a metal scene somewhere.
There's angry
Yeah.
people everywhere you
They
go.
are fun shows. Don't get me wrong. When I
Especially
go
in
back, I can.
Too, bro,
cornfields.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if
Corn
you gotta look
mania?
at corn all day, you're pissed.
You're meddling.
That or Midwest emo.
You're
and
emo
just
or
sad as
metal,
hell.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
What
Oh,
about
yeah.
you, Ryan?
Yeah.
Buffalo, New York.
That's right.
All right.
Buffalo.
Yeah. You go back often?
Sometimes, yeah.
Holidays
It's
and
cold,
Yeah.
so I go back when it's not cold.
Yeah.
yeah, it's cold, dude.
Is it nice during the summer though?
Yeah, it is actually.
Is it like
Really?
perfect weather?
Yes, it is really nice during the summer.
Yeah.
But, not during the winter. The winter that lasts for 6 months.
A lot of Tim Hortons.
Oh wow, you're that close to
Tim
Canada.
Hortons is
We could do a Canada show.
intruding into they're invading through Tim Hortons.
Honestly.
Canada's invading the US slowly. Yeah, menacingly. It's like a really polite invasion. They're just putting Tim Hortons everywhere.
I love it.
Have y'all thought about have y'all ever thought about doing like an East Coast run or anything like that? I mean, touring's a lot of like
Yeah.
planning.
I
Yeah.
want to do that really, really, really badly. Ideally, I would like to get someone like Sixpence or almost AM, almost
Yeah.
like them,
Mhm.
and just open for them. I would just
Yeah.
love to do a tour, but
Yeah.
we all got to take off work.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it
If you
has
guys
to-
don't know them, by the way,
Yeah,
too,
that's
Almost
tricky, too.
AM. You guys got to
I
have
feel
them
like
on.
I've heard of.
They're incredible. Their production
Hauser?
live is some of the best you are gonna
BT
see.
Hauser, we
Yeah, BT
we're
Hauser.
mutuals on Instagram. I know that.
King.
Yeah.
King.
They do a light show and everything
Brandon.
live.
Look
Like
at
they
that.
bring it all
Shit.
themselves. It's all coordinated. It's
They
incredible.
do this like dance. It's so cool. They're
And their
from
music videos
Montana.
are the best I've
They're
ever
from
seen.
Montana.
Montana.
We had a boy band reach out to us. Full
No
Circle
way.
Yeah.
is a boy band, and they ended up not getting back to us. But it would have been so
They
fun
ghosted
because
us.
they
That
had like
would've been
choreography
awesome.
and the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
deal going on. It
Yeah,
was
we were
so
gonna
fun.
have like what y'all are doing right now. Just imagine 5 good-looking young
Just
men
like-
just dancing.
Oh, I'm
around.
imagining it.
So just 5 very handsome boys. Just
Oh,
Well, that's good. I'm
Dancing-
glad the boy band's scene's still kicking.
I know.
It's
I was
out there
like,
somewhere, baby.
I didn't know
It's
they
out
were
there
like
somewhere.
grassroots boy bands. You know, I thought you had to be like put together by Simon Cowell to
yeah,
be a boy
X
band.
Factor.
Right. I thought you had to
Yeah,
be. I thought you had to
so
get assembled by a label or something. No, they're making these things from the ground up.
That's the other Ohio genre, bro. It's corn,
What?
emo, metal, and boy bands.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
And
What
boy
else can
bands.
you
They're out.
want in this world?
Yeah.
Dude, I kind of want to start a boy band too.
Let's start a 2-man boy band.
Yeah.
There you
With
go.
Teletubbies, yeah.
Garden Girth
Garden Girth.
Oh, right there it is. We found it.
coming
today.
in hot.
Coming in hot. Garden Girth.
Couple of short kings with
Atrocious. Truly atrocious.
the just horrific, heinous facts. Do we want to do a song number
Yeah,
2?
let's do it. Yeah.
Spooky song.
We have a
Spooky
spooky little
season.
cheeky little cover.
Really?
Oh, okay.
It's not that spooky.
Let's go.
But,
it's already too spooky in here. We can't get too
It's not-
spooky.
Yeah.
It's not Halloween themed or anything. got a big plan, this mindset, maybe it's right at the right place and right time. Maybe tonight in the whisper, handshake, sending a sign. Wanna make out and kiss hard, wait, never mind. Last night in passing, mention it flipped. Her best friend, who knows, saying maybe it slipped. But the slip turns to terror and the crush turns to light. When she walked in, he froze up and believed in the fright. It's cute in a way till you cannot speak, and you have to have a cigarette, your knees get weak. Escape is just a nod and a casual wave. Obsessed about it, heavy for the next 2 days. It's only just a crush, it'll go away. It's just like all the others, it'll go away. Or maybe this is danger, he just doesn't know. You pray it all away, but it continues to grow. I wanna hold you close, skin press against me tight. Lie still, close your eyes, girl. So lovely, it feels so right. I wanna hold you close, soft breaths, beating hard. As I whisper in your ear, I wanna fucking tear you apart. Then he walked up and told her, thinking that passed, and they walked and looked away, doing the dance. Her hand brushed up against his and she left it there. Told him how she felt and then they locked into a stare. They took a step back, thought about it, could they? Always repercussions when you're dating in school. But their lips met and reservations started to pass. Whether this was just an evening or a thing of the past. Either way, he wanted her and this was bad. He wanted to do things and it was making him crazy. Now a little crush turned into a light, and now he wants to grab her by the hair and tell her, I wanna hold you close, skin press against me tight. Lie still, close your eyes, girl. So lovely, it feels so right. I wanna hold you close, soft breaths, beating hard. As I whisper in your ear, I wanna fucking tear you apart. I wanna hold you close, skin pressed against me tight. Lie still, close your eyes, girl. So lovely, it feels so right. I wanna hold you close, soft breaths, beating hard. As I whisper in your ear, I wanna fucking tear you apart.
We gotta like.
Oh, you're gonna be Bellatrix.
But yeah,
Bellatrix is a vibe.
Oh,
Which
that'll
one?
be
Who's
good.
everyone? So
Are you gonna like
he's
curl your
obviously
hair
Snape.
and make it all crazy?
Ish.
Ish.
I need to get a bump it. You remember those
Oh,
things
I
from
rem-
like
The
Yeah.
90s bump it.
I know all about the bump.
I need to get one
Is
of
that
those.
when girls would just
and
put like
I'm
a cup
gonna
under their hair? Is that?
It's like
Pretty
a.
much. It's like
Yeah, kind
it's
of.
literally like a bump. And
Yeah.
you put your hair over it, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
put my extensions in.
Uh huh.
We're gonna get William's
That's gonna
character.
be good. What are
Yeah.
Cody and Ryan? What are y'all gonna be?
So I'm Snape. She's
this, okay.
Bellatrix.
He's still
Was that
Snape.
Snape?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Snape.
Oh
Wait.
yes.
Sorry, I mean right.
Of course you
Yeah,
are.
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
My bad.
That's Hedwig.
He's the owl.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Hedwig.
We got So he has
Hedwig
to have
was
a
a-
letter.
Hedwig was a flying squirrel, right?
No.
You're already in your Harry Potter outfit. That's so funny.
Dude, when Hedwig died, that really
What is
pissed
an
me
owl?
off.
Oh my god.
Hedwig dies.
My bad.
Ryan
Yeah,
wouldn't
oh,
know.
sorry, did
He's
I
never
spoil
seen
that?
Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
I still haven't seen the last couple.
You haven't got caught up on Harry
Yeah.
Potter yet?
How could
I
you?
was a Harry Potter fanatic.
Yeah, I was too. You know, my mom used to read me those books when I was
Really?
little, and then it got to where I was like too old to have my mommy read to me, but we were so invested together that she just kept reading them to me.
It also
Nice.
gets all spicy in
long
there,
book
doesn't
to
it? Yeah.
read.
Yeah, it became a ritual, like Harry Potter every
But
night.
you
That's
got
dope.
so many AR points. Did you guys have those?
Oh yeah,
AR
was
points.
crushing.
You're seeing the movie every time if you read
Mhm.
one Harry Potter book. It's like
AR
11
points?
AR points. Yeah.
What's an AR?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know how to describe it. It's
was
just like you
applied
had
reading
a
or something like
yeah,
that?
you had to read.
Oh, like
Yeah.
school would like give you
Yeah.
a pat on the back because you
It's
read
like-
a book.
Yeah, like you had to read books for fun, but
Yeah.
you would get like based on how long the book was, you would get more points. So you could like there was Dear Dumb Diary. which was
that's a
like
classic.
Okay, I'm back.
yeah, like 100 pages, and you
Yeah.
get like 2
Oh,
arrow
okay.
points.
That's cool.
You read 10 of those, you're set for the
You're
year.
good.
I think
But
we
if you
did
read,
have those, yeah.
if you read one Harry Potter, you're watching
Yeah.
National Treasure Book of Secrets
Yep.
with candy.
Yep.
They should-
with candy.
They should still have those incentive programs for adults just living their lives in jobs.
Yeah.
I
I
get
need
my
one.
job
It's
off
like
of
you
that.
got
You
your
get a pay
401k.
raise if you
Yeah.
For
Your
every
AR
book you read, you get
points.
$5
Yeah.
or something.
I need AR points to get me to read again, honestly.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it otherwise.
I'm not gonna do it otherwise.
I love reading. It's so good for you.
It is good for you.
Especially, it's a winter hobby. It's like you
Yeah.
kick your feet in your
It's a
blanket.
cozy.
Yeah,
hobby.
you're right.
Yeah.
It-
Totally.
Yeah, if you can get into the book, it does feel good.
It's
Yeah.
got to suck you in like the first 15 pages. If it doesn't, I'm out.
Yeah. I got
That's a
into
good point.
Dune.
Ooh, yeah.
The book,
That's supposed to be
dude?
good. I've
I'm
heard it's
close
good.
to the end. Like
I love Dune.
anytime I fly, I read. And so I think I'm towards the end of the second to last book before one of the people is supposed to turn into like a worm. And then it's
Yeah.
like it's supposed to get very bad.
It gets
And once
crazy.
And now
So,
you
like-
probably have like a whole new vocabulary of words.
Dune is
right?
the original
like-
Star Wars.
It's not that I'm keeping up with the vocabulary in it. Oh my gosh.
They have like a
So
whole
so
dictionary,
much.
don't
There's
they?
a whole language.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you see the
You can't
movies
keep up
then?
with it.
Did you see the movies?
numerous times. I've
Oh,
probably
okay.
seen the second one actually like 15 times.
But did you
Yeah,
get
I
the
bought
bucket?
both of them on Amazon Prime.
Did you get the bucket?
Yeah.
What?
Did you get the bucket?
The bucket? No, I didn't get the
Okay,
bucket.
okay.
I
Yeah.
wish. So
Y'all don't want to
funny.
know about what I got going on with that Dune bucket.
That bucket.
We don't talk about the
We
bucket.
don't talk
talk
about
about
the
the
Dune
Dune
bucket.
bucket.
That's for my private time.
Just such,
Activities.
such a wild
That
thing
was
to
a
do.
crazy like promo thing. Like,
Hey,
Come
it
come
worked.
on.
It worked.
How did that
It-
make it,
it
through
worked,
so
right?
many rounds of like? Maybe that's what they wanted though.
How
Yeah,
many
they-
people approved it
Yeah,
before
like,
it
how many people gave
know
it the
what?
go ahead?
It's
yeah,
like-
this'll work.
It's like Lady Gaga. She would wear the most weird things, but you
Neat-
couldn't
yeah,
stop.
neat
Yeah,
suit.
but you couldn't stop talking about her. So
how that
Dune with
works.
that like weird bucket.
Yeah, you're right.
Some
Any
Gen
press is
Z was
good
like,
press.
I can't
Can't
believe I
stop
just
talking
snuck this
about
through
it.
all the
Stop talking
boomers.
about it.
Yeah,
We're
but
fighting over
those
trying to get
examples,
this.
the product is amazing. Like Lady Gaga's amazing. Dune was amazing.
Yeah.
If you just
Oh
do
my
that to
God,
be
I love
like edgy,
Dune.
What a
but then you don't have
wild-
anything to provide.
What a
Yeah.
wild two things to put together. But yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. The sound design in Dune 2, by the way, like
Unbelievable.
if we want to get real nerdy,
Hans
the-
Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer,
Yeah.
legend. He was on tour recently. He was
Oh,
doing
I
like
saw
a
that on
live
TikTok.
thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was he doing? Like breaking down?
He was
His worm
playing
sounds?
songs.
Symphony.
Yeah, it was like a whole concert. Yeah.
With
Yeah,
a
yeah.
frickin' symphony.
And he
Oh,
brought
yeah.
his daughter out to sing some stuff. And
Really?
like, he brought
She
the
was saying,
Dune lady.
Oh wow. Dude. He's been killing it.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
forever.
great.
Doesn't he produce Just in the Box too, or might? I'm
He
misremembering?
starts in the box, yeah.
Yeah.
So he like when he does all of his like string arrangements and shit, he's literally sitting there with a MIDI keyboard. And
Oh.
That's
just
crazy
playing
to
it
take
out.
it that far from there.
Yeah, he's got a master class, which I definitely at some point will get.
I have seen, yeah,
You've
because I
seen-
got mixed with the Masters.
He seems
Yeah,
like a
mixing with the
really
masters
cool, like
rules.
genuine
Dope, dude.
guy
He's dope.
too. Like he doesn't seem to have like a big ego.
He
or
has a
anything.
lot of humility. That's my
Yeah.
favorite thing.
He's a
Mhm.
human
Well,
baby.
you can tell he just like he's really just having fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, and that's I have like this bucket list thing of I want to learn how to score movies, but I'm just saving it for later.
Yeah.
Like I'll get around to it. Like, we'll
It's
get
gonna
there.
be epic. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna
It's
be
gotta be the
so,
right
like,
movie.
Epic.
Y'all don't understand what I'm about to do to the movie industry, but it's not gonna
You
happen
guys
for a
can't
while.
understand.
You
what
don't
I'm
even
doing
know
to
how
the
crazy
movie
it's gonna go.
industry.
You got to let Hans retire first.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
right.
him
Let
to
him have
waiting.
his
Yeah.
turn.
I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna score one student film and then just take over his job. You know, and
I will. So
We'll do
I was talking to a lady the other day, and we were talking about like the music that I produce, and she's like, "How do you plan on like releasing your music?" And usually on this podcast, we say like most people are doing like 6 weeks. They put a new song out, but she was like, "Yeah, but if you follow the money, all the money is going into the movie industry and going into sync and short films."
is
and
this
if you
Janine?
no,
Okay, never mind.
no, it wasn't Janine. It was someone
Okay,
else. No, it was I got this very kind lady doing she's doing an audiobook in here. But yeah, she was talking about that. Like the money is going into sync. And when I see my friends here that are they seem like they're doing really well in the music scene, a lot of them are in sync. They're all putting their songs on like Tabitha Meeks. She's killing it with that. I think she's had songs on like Love Island.
Wow,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
So like
Man.
really
yeah, I've
good
got a
stuff like
friend
that.
here that does commercials. Yeah.
Yeah,
He writes songs just for commercials.
in
Yeah.
commercials
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I don't know. I always wonder about that. Like, is that ever in the back of your guys' mind when you're writing? Like, this would be.
Um, I write a lot of the songs from like personal experience, so I
Yeah.
don't really want to sell
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'd have to write
my
other
life
things
because a lot
specifically
of
to
my
sync.
stuff is like sad stuff that I just tweak to sound a little bit happier. Uh, but there's like a lot of songs in the back that we haven't used that I would, or I like writing songs to just like have a prompt. And if like I know what it is, I like writing it for that. So I would be semi interested in it, but not my like vulnerable songs, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different thing. Because like when you are writing for sync stuff, like, do you have target in mind? When you're writing it,
yeah,
or like,
yeah,
do
literally.
you try to
yeah.
keep a mood in mind? Because like
Yeah.
a lot of it's based on keywords too. Like people will look up like chill vibes.
Yep.
With,
straight
Chill,
up like
yeah.
that?
do you keep that in mind?
Yeah.
Like, what's
when
like
we're
the
coming
thought
up with
process?
stuff, it's my roommate Eric too that's doing this
Yeah.
with us, and
Cool.
we'll just sit down and jam like this, like, and we'll just plug in and have our headphones in, and then we'll just jam for a second. And usually within a minute or two, we're like jamming something, like we're on a vibe,
Yeah.
and so we'll be like, "Does this work for sync? Like, what is this? Is it?"
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool. So let's literally just do that for the verse and come up with a simple little chorus. We'll do that twice back and forth, and we'll call it a day.
Yep.
Mhm.
And just like if it feels like that, kind of, I mean, generic and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
then we'll, yeah.
If
It's
it
not
feels
too hard to
syncable.
like if you're
Like,
just jamming, like you stumble upon that stuff a lot. I feel like,
Yep.
you know, before you push it to the next
Yeah.
level is your own song.
Like, you know what I think would work really well for that? Like I used to. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Like I used
yeah,
to would
yeah.
be really good for that.
Yeah, some of our old
Which
stuff
is
we
now
could.
on like the back burner where we're not
Yeah,
gonna do
one
it.
of those
but
that got replaced.
just I don't. Yeah.
No, yeah, it would. It would.
But what if somebody wanted a song that you already wrote?
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh,
It
Not you're
depends
writing
what
for it.
song
If
it
the
is.
price
like,
is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
If
is
it-
what's the dream Shanny and the Eastman movie opening track?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Great
Hunger
question.
Games.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Soundtrack
for
of
Okay,
Hunger
and what
Games is
song
great.
are we thinking for that?
Maybe before you jump, honestly, I feel like that would be very Hunger Games esque.
Very
Yeah.
moody.
Hunger Games is my favorite franchise
It's great.
ever.
So good.
And the Haymitch Hunger Games movie is coming out in 2026.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
I forgot
right.
about that. Did
Yeah.
you see Songbirds and Snakes?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Did I see it?
Saw that
Yeah.
in theaters.
I
Many
rewatched
times.
every single.
It was
I
good.
saw it 12 because I saw every. This is so embarrassing. I saw every single Hunger Games movie, 12 times in the theaters, and then I bought it.
You saw every single Hunger Games movie 12 times.
Yeah, because it's 12 districts.
Yeah, she is obsessed
Oh,
with it.
you're like for real.
No, I
about this.
read
You're,
every
like,
single book.
legit-
Did he go to a different district every time you saw it?
No, but I became basically Katniss, and I
Yeah,
got a
what
bow and
district are you
arrow.
from?
That's
We have 12
I'm Katniss reborn, so I'm from District 12,
Yeah, we were just
obviously,
shooting her
which
old
is why I
bow
love
last night.
Asheville.
What district is Toledo in?
Not District 12, but in heart, I am
Okay,
District 12 because I
Nice.
taught myself
Fair enough.
how to be good at archery.
She was
Just-
literally
we were
shooting
just
it
at the
last weekend.
cabin.
We dug it out. We dug out her old bow last weekend.
Yeah, and I was shooting cans and targets. And
Like I am Katniss, right?
Yeah, you
No,
should see her
as a
draw a
kid-
bow. She's got it.
as a kid,
Yeah.
we had this really nice backyard in Dayton, Ohio. We had like 4 tree stumps. So they were all like in a semicircle, and then we were moving a lot. So we had all these boxes. So I would set them out in the yard. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
No, this is what we need.
So I would run jump on the tree stump, and then jump off and shoot my bow and arrow into
Let's
the
go.
box.
little mid-air action.
Yeah,
like,
no,
letting it rip.
I told Travis my training session, I'd be like, okay, so what I would do is have 5 arrows right here, and you just rapid fire every target. It doesn't matter if you miss, you just
Wait,
have
no.
to go.
Pull up the photo.
You ever hit like a little
Edit in the
360
photo of you
spin,
with the
know?
smoke and the
Duh.
bow.
I remembered the choreography for Catching Fire. You know when
Yeah.
she's training and she does this like whole like.
Yeah.
I had it down,
down?
bat. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We also had those like closet boxes, so they were like people size.
Uh-huh.
So I was just method acting. You know?
you were out there method acting.
Yeah.
I was in
pretty
a we did a before the Hunger Games came out, me and the neighborhood kids started working on the movie. We were just like we're tired of waiting. We're gonna get this thing out. We're gonna do it ourselves. Yeah. And I think it
Hunger
only
Games?
made it to the trailer. We made a trailer.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Trailer.
Yeah, we had a trailer. It was like a minute and a half. I was in it. Yeah, I was. That era was something else. Young adult YA, fiction. So many good things. Except
Yeah.
Divergent
That's
kind of
true.
sucks.
The
don't know how
first
you-
one
First
is
one-
good. The first one's
That's right.
great.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mad fall off.
Yo, it was that, and then it was a Maze Runner too.
Maze
First
Runner.
one
Okay,
was
I actually
amazing.
I will go
Pun
to bat
intended.
for Maze Runner. I love.
We've had this.
I discovered it in the library in
Really?
high school, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, we've talked about
I
this.
saw the book, and like the smell of a book, like an
Yeah.
old, you know,
Oh yeah.
That's
I
a
like-
great
I-
smell.
right. So I'm like, I smell this book, right, and I'm like. This thing smells so good. I have to read it. But it looked like an old book that somebody would have like forgotten about and just kind of tossed on the shelf. And I didn't realize it was like a relatively new book. So I was like,
Wow.
oh, what is this? Like, this is
Oh.
kind of weird. Like, thought I stumbled across something super random and like obscure. And then I like, that was mine. Like, your Hunger Games is my Maze Runner. Like, that's,
I get it.
Yeah.
I
I was all
get
over
it.
it.
I
fair.
was so obsessed with Hunger Games. Maze Runner was third. I really like Divergent.
You like Divergent? Sorry to shit
Well,
on it,
I
but-
like
It was good.
I
It was
like the
good.
books. The movies were terrible. The first one was
Yeah.
amazing,
Yep.
but I took the faction quiz every
yeah,
other
what
month.
faction are you?
What do you think?
Dauntless, of course. Is that-
Actually, I was either Dauntless or Amity.
Wow, that's such a foreign language.
Yeah, I don't know
I
where
don't
they're
know what
talking
that
about.
is.
You know what?
Dauntless,
We
to be
should
fair.
do, like-
I only know the
Like
one.
a Virgo or something.
Harry Potter houses is what we should ask.
I always get Hufflepuff.
That's good.
And it,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
pisses me off.
Are you
Oh,
a
yeah, you're in the
Hufflepuff? Dude,
lame
yeah, come on, you're a
house that-
Hufflepuff.
No,
They're
I would
cool.
think you're a Ravenclaw.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't disagree for some reason.
You are
Oh, Taylor
incredibly
feels like a
intelligent
Ravenclaw
to me.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever,
to me, you
dude.
come
What?
out
Nice.
extremely
Watch yourself.
intelligent.
Are there bad
I am pretty
houses?
intelligent.
You're a Gryffindor in my eyes.
That's what I was
I always
saying.
felt like I wasn't brave enough to be a Gryffindor.
He's a Hufflepuff.
Hey, no. You're brave enough.
You're a
You're my
Hufflepuff.
brave teller.
Did you? This is so random and off topic, but were any of y'all like big like MySpace? like,
Oh, yeah,
just like the
for sure.
username
Yeah.
thing made me think of it.
Yeah,
were y'all
yeah.
were y'all active on Tumblr or
You guys
anything like
big
that?
MySpace?
MySpace
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Tumblr, yes.
You're
MySpace.
just talking, man. Just-
MySpace was I was too young for.
Yeah, I was like literally 1 year.
MySpace
too
was me
young
and
for
Travis,
MySpace.
right?
I never
Yeah,
got
I was
on
so
it.
close.
Why are you
I was
being
never on
honest
it.
about your age
Jackson, how
online?
old
Why
are
don't you
you?
just make the page?
I'm 29. I just turned 29.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 34. I had MySpace. Yeah, for sure.
I never had it.
Yeah, so I'm 25.
Different thing.
So I was way too young for MySpace.
Yeah.
But Tumblr,
Your Tumblr girl?
Tumblr was the thing.
Five Sauce on Tumblr.
Oh, you were in that too.
I was a five saucer
Yeah.
for
What
sure.
happened to them? They were going pretty hard, honestly.
They were, yeah.
Are they still
Honestly,
around?
like they had 2 albums that were great, and then the third album was just a little too cookie cutter for me. They're still
Wow.
around,
They're still
but
making
it
music.
they got really
I mean,
cookie
were they
cutter
not all
for
cookie
me.
cutter?
My favorite
That I
thing of
just
that
didn't-
that came out of that whole world was the Abigail Breslin broke up with
Yeah.
and she made this horrific
Clifford.
song. Yeah, you suck. You really suck. It was-
Oh God.
that was a time in the internet world.
Mhm.
The people were clowning her. She had who is it that she broke up with? Or
Michael Clifford.
is that the guitar player?
That's the That's
Yeah.
because Luke was the other one, and then Callum's the bassist. So yeah, it's Michael was the
Yeah.
other guitar player, and Ashton was drums.
I never heard of these guys.
Hey.
Wait, so are you?
Yeah,
Wait,
this is a
5
foreign
seconds
language.
of summer?
Again, yeah, I've been lost for like 10.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Ashton Irwin was like the Evan Peters of music.
So were you
wow.
1975 Tumblr era though?
Ooh, that's
yeah.
a good
Okay,
question.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I was
Yes.
all into the just outline of a rectangle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't have a tattoo of that, do you?
No, but I actually
A lot of people do.
the first tattoo I want to get is 3 rectangles. So
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
All right.
That's what I thought of when she said it first. Yeah.
no, it doesn't mean that, but it is on brand for 1975 because
Yeah.
that is what they would do in their concerts
hmm
in that era.
I was gonna see them in 2014,
Mhm.
I saw that one. Was it the one at
and they
Marathon?
fucking canceled on us.
Oh
No,
yeah.
it
And
wasn't
went
happening.
to
Okay.
Austin. They skipped
Ah.
over Houston. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
No, I
was,
saw the one here though. Yeah.
You saw the one here.
Yeah. yeah.
I was going to. So there's. We don't even have a music festival in Houston anymore. 4th largest city in the country. No music festival.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, strange.
That's crazy.
Yes, Free Press Summerfest, and it was great. And they just ran out of money. Like
Uh,
Hurricane Harvey happened, and it kind of fucked them up. and
Harvey.
then
That's you know what?
Damn.
That's fair.
Harvey was rough. I
That's
mean, it's
really
like
fair.
what happened in Nashville recently, except
Yeah.
Houston was like a little bit more able to handle it.
Yeah,
but
because I have more money.
they stopped giving people flood insurance in some neighborhoods. They were
What do
like-
you even do from then on? I mean, geez, another
Yeah.
hurricane's gonna hit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the
Yeah.
insurance
Yeah,
company's
it's
like,
just
yeah, we
bound
don't
to
cover
happen.
your area anymore.
It's like, okay,
Oh, so we're screwed.
better
Cool.
sell his house now.
Yeah, yeah, we gotta move.
Jeez.
But yeah, I almost saw them, and then they didn't. They went on to Austin. I was
Mm.
so pumped for that one.
It was the neighborhood with them, right? The neighborhood tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
it
neighborhood-
was.
Dude, sweater weather.
wow.
Oh,
No,
what-
it was
wow, that's
a great
afraid.
show, for
Afraid
sure.
That
the
would've been
you're too mean. I don't like you. I can't say this word because my mom is gonna watch it.
okay.
F you anyway.
Yeah.
I just
That
cussed
song?
so hard, and your
Yeah,
mom's gonna
that's
see
a
that.
good one.
It's a afraid song.
That
Y'all
was
that band, The Naked and Famous.
Yeah.
I don't know one of their songs.
I know the
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
I saw them at that thing. That was legit like the funnest musical experience live I've ever had. It's like mostly an electronic song, but just hearing it live, like echoing, and everyone, because nobody else knew like any of their other songs, myself
Yeah.
included.
Yeah.
So like it's just like you're just like the crowd is just waiting.
Just
and then
waiting
that-
for the one song.
the one song starts, and everyone, all this pin up
Like,
aggression and like excitement is just like, like, oh shit. I'm having too much fun on the podcast.
No, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. What were some formative shows for y'all? Like early
good
on.
question.
Oh yeah, that's
Fall
a
Out
great
Boy. I
question,
went to all
man.
the Fall Out Boy
Fall Out
shows.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just jumping around on stage, they were crazy.
The first,
Yeah.
the first concert I ever went to ever in my life was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
Carol of the
way.
Bells.
Yeah,
Really?
it was incredible. Yeah, it was-
Christmas Cannon.
Where was that at?
Amazing.
It was in the
I listened
Quad
to that
Cities in
yesterday.
Illinois. It was like Des Moines or Moline or one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I know the bass player.
Really?
I think that's right. I think he was my
It was
neighbor.
incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's
killed it.
Trans-Siberian, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember how old I was. I mean, it was like 2000 or 2001.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you'd have been little.
He's
Oh
really
yeah,
big.
I was little. And then the next concert I went to was like 10 years later, like real concert. It was
Yeah.
Slipknot.
Hell yeah.
Oh, damn.
They're from Iowa, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
definitely from Iowa.
What a silly place to be from for such an aggressive
I
band.
know,
Love
right?
it.
It's sick, but yeah. That was
Again, it's the
formative.
corn,
I was
bro.
too scared to get near that pit at the time too.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like
you would've-
16.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you'd have got
I
killed
love
in
it.
that.
Yeah,
pit,
no, I
dude.
was just a little kid.
Yeah,
I'm just a little kid.
I'm just a little boy. Don't hit me.
I just want
You
to
guys, there's a
Slipknot.
funny video of Travis. Right? I'm just a little guy. I'm
Nope,
just a
nope, we're
little
not playing
dude.
that video. Nope.
And that's all I'll say.
Ooh, is there-
Don't
The rest of the pictures.
Yeah, you will not.
When
send
the
that
camera
I won't
stops
say the
rolling, we're
rest
gonna
of
have
it.
some questions.
in. Shannon's got like
What about y'all?
1,000
Do you
incriminating
have
videos.
like a formative, just like I don't know, like a concert you went to when you were young that just kind of really made you fall in
Snape?
love with it.
What does Snape got?
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
Fall Out Boy for me for sure.
Fall Out Boy.
That was
Boy.
me in like young high school, 14 years old. Those were like the
Yeah.
first concerts. Paramore, I went to see Paramore, Take You Back Sunday, and Fall Out Boy were like the main three probably. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
a good.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's a good spread.
Um,
Yeah.
I have two very different answers.
Okay.
My favorite band in the entire world is Lumineers. So for sure, the
Nice.
Lumineers. I saw them in 2016 with my sister. She was like 23 with her now husband. They took me when I was 16, and the Lumineers like went in the crowd. It was amazing. Had an existential crisis, but in like a great way. But honestly, my other one was not even really a concert. It was just a gig with my boyfriend at the time. Sunshine Still, shout out.
Let's go.
But I never really realized you could join a band
Mhm.
until I saw them. And then I saw them and I was like, oh my God, why am I?
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
And I saw them like 10 times. And then I started to put two and two together. But I don't know. That was probably the most crazy live music experience
Yeah.
because I would just never. I was only a choir kid or a theater
Mhm.
kid, and then I put two and two together that you could actually do it.
You're like, oh, I
Yep.
could just do this if
I
I
could
wanted
just-
to. I
Yeah.
just need to ask around a little bit.
I think
Yeah.
a lot of people have that moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was, I think I tell Jake Turner all the time that he was the kid, Jake Turner, who made me like really see music in a different way.
yeah.
Like I never even realized. And it was at this place in Knoxville that had like 10 people in it. But
Mhm.
I was like, whoa, what the F?
Yeah.
So when did you really start seeing yourself as like seeing yourself as a songwriter as like, oh, this is something I can do and I will.
I was writing really theatrical songs when I was like 5 about like murders and stabbings and
happens.
being instead
Singing
of
about Jack the Ripper.
I had a song called Hypnotizist. It's not a word.
Hypnotizist. I
Yeah,
love this.
hypnotizist.
It could very
That's
well be.
pretty
a word.
creative for like 5.
So
Not
it was,
hypnotist.
I'm
Yeah,
like
truly.
8 years old with our flip video camera,
Mhm.
filming myself
Mm-hmm.
sing Hypnotizist. Song I made up. So I was always kind of making up songs, and it never really made sense until I saw them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw them, I was like, oh, I can take these songs and make it this something else,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like an
It's
actual
just kind
song.
of a gradual process, but it was always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I could make things up because I'm very I have a very big imagination, obviously. If I jump off stumps and shoot boxes for fun. So just was kind of there. I don't know.
That's cool.
But it's really helpful to see someone that's close to you or someone that you know that's doing a thing that you didn't think was possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a cool experience. Like I've had a few friends that they've gone on to do like stadium tours and the whole deal. And like,
Yeah.
oh, like, yeah, you did that. Like, okay, and I know you. And you're like, you have flaws. Like,
You're still just a
you're a
dude.
human being.
You're just a real
like,
person.
You're just a human being. Yeah. Like, and you're now playing in front of 40,000 people
That's so true.
very frequently. That's such a weird, because usually it's like, it's Chad Smith. Like, he's
Yeah.
he's this like idea of a person that doesn't
Yeah.
actually exist. He just like happens to be in the Chili Peppers. But then you meet someone that's like doing the thing. Like, oh,
You're like surprisingly
How'd
normal.
that
You're like,
happen?
oh,
Yeah.
you didn't just turn
You
into
see
like a
the-
different
yeah.
being
You see
because
them-
you
yeah.
played
You
a big
see-
show.
It was even like meeting Sixpence. We met or we heard Lee talking
Yeah.
on stage, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so awkward. I don't know what to say." And I was like, oh, "Story of my life. I don't know what to do with my hands. I get sweaty."
Yeah.
Did y'all get any like cool little tidbits or advice from them, or did you get to chat much at all?
Yeah, we chatted with them. Yeah.
The first night, no. The second night, yes.
Yeah.
I am very big on thank you notes, so I knocked on their little
That's a
dressing
great
room.
trait to have.
Oh,
it's a
thank
great
you.
It is. No, I should be doing it.
I
We
should-
love
we
should all
thank
be
you
doing it.
notes.
Yeah, that's great.
My mom embedded in that me at a young age,
Mhm.
but I went into I knocked on their dressing room, and I remember going, yoo-hoo!
That's like
And
etched
with the
in your
classic
memory.
yoo-hoo.
Yeah, yoo-hoo!
Their dressing room, they had like a real dressing room. We're just,
And
We're
we,
just like in a
we're in the
storage closet.
storage.
and they're like,
It's like
"They
the
got
mop
good-
is
they're
right
keeping
there.
you guys
Totally.
in here?" Yeah.
But we started talking to them that night, and
They're very chill, very supportive.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
The
I
best part
don't,
was
Yeah.
just like being there when they're sound checking to hear like what they sound like before they're touched all. How
Yeah.
good. All their tones.
They're just
across the board can
locked
sound
in.
Before the sound guy even touches it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every pedal they turn on is just smooth as butter. I mean,
Yeah.
The kit is smooth. It's just like it's so.
Just everything's just
That
dialed.
was the most
Yeah.
inspiring part. Cause I'm like, man, we gotta get like that. Like,
it's,
and we are. I mean, you guys are amazing.
yeah.
They put their 10,000 hours in
Yes,
just to figuring out
exactly.
their tones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what was interesting to me too is the guitarist Matt in like the vinyl article that I bought. He's like, "Oh well, Kiss Me's are one hit wonder, da 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 da."
Yeah.
But then you read this article and then you see them on stage and you're like, they're have so many,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not even close to their best songs.
yeah, better songs. Not to say that in a
And they
mean way,
captivate
but
No,
like,
yeah.
audience, you know, with songs that they might not know.
They
'cause
just
they're so
lock
good and
in.
It just sounds so good. It takes you away.
yeah,
Yeah. I love her voice.
her
It's
voice is crazy.
Yeah.
You're in person. Like,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It's like you knew her your whole life. You've been hearing her. And it's like,
She will look you
It's
in the
crazy.
eye and smile at you and just
yeah, she's so
serenade you.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
What was
so
cool
sweet.
was she was telling Shannon that she was like warming up to her while she was singing live.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
So she was warming up while you were like sound checking,
Yeah.
or
She,
we're-
this
While we were
is the
playing, she
best.
was like
While you were
singing our
singing.
songs to like Shannon. Yeah.
This-
yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Long, but I gotta warm up if I'm gonna match you.
Yeah.
It was,
whoa, that's
They
kind
went,
of cool.
Okay.
that was the best. That was my
Straight to your head.
favorite compliment of my life. She goes, the exact word. She goes,
Yeah.
quite the vocal
You love
warm
your
up.
tone.
You have quite the voice. And I said, up. I literally said,
Thank you.
you. I just said, you.
Speaking of the next song that you're going to play,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to do another song?
Don't tell me you don't believe in ghosts. Where you are nowhere to be found. Made me question what I deserve. Don't tell me you don't
gross. Just be like,
Dressed.
just meeting God before you meet God.
Yeah, exactly.
You booked an early meeting with God.
Early meeting just to check in, and then it's like, oh hey, I'm
Did you sneak in
checking
here?
in.
I'll be up here pretty soon.
I got early check-in for
is the
3
room
p.m.,
ready?
but I'm coming tonight at 5.
You got TSA pre for heaven.
Yeah,
That's
here
good.
I come.
That's good.
We're flying American today.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Take me away, as David would say.
As I would
Southwest
say.
A2. I'm Southwest A2 for sure.
Southwest. First class,
Bless.
You know it.
business class.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, what do y'all have to? Do you want to plug some stuff?
Plug some
Yeah,
stuff.
what do you want to plug? I mean, I guess just our
You got a
page,
single.
right?
Yeah, got the new
Yeah.
music coming
Yeah.
out too. And yeah.
Album.
Yeah, we got 2 singles out.
Yeah.
She's Not Me and The Experience, both listed under Shanny and the Eastmen.
Ghost is
East
coming
Men.
The
out.
next one's Ghost.
Probably, I feel like either late November or December.
Yeah, I would say that's reasonable. Yeah.
Somewhere in that ish.
Well,
Yeah, and then
Uh,
hopefully the full album sometime early next year would be like.
I would love
Awesome,
like
man.
March
Yeah.
or April.
Hell yeah.
And we got a name, but we're not gonna announce it yet. We're gonna
Yeah.
announce all that together.
There you go.
If
Okay.
you
Just-
look
yeah.
at these single covers, look at
Yes.
the theme.
Yeah, we got a little theme coming. You can check that out on the singles.
Nice.
And yeah, hopefully some music videos and stuff on the way. But yeah, really, we're most active on Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram.
Do you got like a TikTok and all that kind of stuff too, or
we
is it mainly Instagram?
do
Yeah,
have a
TikTok,
TikTok.
Yeah.
I
The only
don't
thing we
post
have
on
any
it
traction
a
on
lot,
is-
but it's all Shanny and the Eastman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All
Shanny
Shanny
and
and the
Eastman.
Eastman.
If this airs, we have a
Um,
show Thursday. I
huh?
don't know when it's coming
Yes,
out, but yeah.
yes. We are playing the basement on Thursday
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Will
Oh,
this
yeah.
be?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if
Up
you want
by
to
Go
then?
into that.
I think we should
I had-
shoot to have this out this week,
Yeah.
if that's possible.
Yeah, totally.
I'm putting
get
the
on
other
mix.
ones on hold.
Yeah, let's have it out this week.
Just 'cause
Gang. I wasn't gonna say that because I didn't know if it was gonna be
Yeah,
We
true. I
out.
could
didn't
maybe
think about that.
shoot for Thursday.
We could shoot for Thursday.
No,
Well-
we're still,
Tonight,
guys.
there's a show.
Happy
You guys
Halloween.
take your time. Like
We
if it
have a
doesn't
show.
happen, it
We
doesn't
just
happen.
won't sleep tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to mixing right away.
Yeah, I
Just
feel like
get in the
that
lab.
is an understatement of all this. Like Jackson mixes every band that comes in and does a performance like this.
King.
Like that's not like a small.
He
feat
kills
to
it
do.
too.
Oh,
Don't
Thank you, I
worry.
100%.
appreciate it.
You guys have thank
That's
you notes
not
coming
a small
too.
feat.
No,
That's
man.
cool.
We.
Give me a thank you note.
I saw Jackson's space
I like to
yesterday.
do it like
was
a
awesome.
day or two after.
Travis
make
came
you
over
wait.
and chilled with me yesterday,
At
and
the
Shannon,
end of the event, just have the notes ready to go.
Sometimes I do, but sometimes it's
overpowered.
nice to give it with like a gift. Sorry.
That's true. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I was just
Continue.
gonna say, you said something earlier about all your songs go through Travis first.
Yeah.
And Travis came over to my house, and I was like, we were chilling yesterday, and just like I was showing him my setup, and I had this demo because I wanted to show him how I will live mix something on with this fancy my
He's very excited about it.
my
It's cool.
SSL UF8, which I'm very
He
excited
has a
about.
very optimized setup.
I have a very
Yes, keep going.
optimized setup. I am very
Yeah.
organized.
Keep the
But
plug.
Travis
Gorgeous.
is like, I was like mixing it, and you're like, dude, these guitar tones are like amazing. I'm like, okay. All right, I know it's good now. I know it's good because Travis likes
Stamp
it.
of
Travis
approval.
approves.
He's like, dude, how did you get that? Like those tones complement. Like, don't even.
I
start.
remember.
I
Man,
meant
this is
it.
awesome.
great.
Don't tell me my guitar tones complement
Yeah,
each
you
other.
know what you're
I'll
doing.
die.
We're playing at like the front room at the Cobra. I remember this so vividly. You're like the first band. You're the first band.
Yeah,
yeah, they were
we
the first.
closed it because
Yeah.
the headliners were second and third.
Yeah.
But
Metal. Heavy. as
Heavy
shit.
metal.
We're
Oh,
over
it's
here
the
playing
Cobra.
sad music about.
we're in the
You guys, look at us, bro.
front room of the Cobra. The sound isn't
It's good.
The best.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
in the
great.
front room. It's,
so-
amazing.
It's there.
But
It makes sound.
I remember you start playing and Travis goes, "Oh my god, his pedal tone. Oh my god."
Yeah, I don't know
He's
what I was thinking.
shredding.
I thought he was like
Oh my
mainly
God,
a drummer
those
this whole time.
tones.
I've
Yeah,
known
he didn't
him.
realize I was playing.
I didn't know he
a
was-
guitar player.
Yeah,
Guitar
we're like,
man.
how the fuck is he shredding all this? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, you can play.
And you're going off too. You're going, I don't even know what to do, what your
And Matt
hands are
holding
doing.
it down too. Matt killed it.
Thank you. Keep going. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel
But
it.
yeah.
You know,
Once-
it's like you can always count on. Like you'll get off stage and maybe a girl will come talk to you, but no matter what, a bunch of dudes will come and be like, "Your tone was fucking
Yeah.
sick."
Pros
you're
and
like,
cons,
And that's enough.
baby.
"Hell
Pros and
yeah,
cons.
I love
enough.
it.
Dude.
Keep it going.
When
you
we
know?
played the Sixpence show, I had bass players after the show's coming up. And I was like, they're like, dude, you were so good.
It's a good feeling. It's
Yeah,
fun to
it
hear.
is.
But it's just it's bass
Oh no,
player
it's
dudes
great.
coming
It's
up.
actually
Yeah.
like having people see what you're doing and like understand it, and
And just to know someone was like listening to you, watching
Yeah.
you, that's cool.
because a lot
Yeah.
of thought goes
Yeah.
into that. You know, I put a lot of thought into how I sound, and someone
Who
noticing that,
noticed? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite things about the Sixpence is everyone in the Sixpence band went up to their like perspective skill almost. Like Lee came up to me, Matt went to you,
Oh,
bass
that's funny.
player.
The drummer
I don't
did not come
remember
up to
his
me.
Justin.
name. Went
Shout
up
out
to
Justin.
you. Dale went up to you. Producer went up to you. But like everyone went up and was like,
Shout out to
oh,
Dale.
this.
No,
Oh,
you and Dale are
he's,
bonding,
he's
yeah.
amazing.
No, we're
He
bonding.
followed me.
yeah,
That's so
Dale.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you all got like a personalized kind of compliment.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
It was
yeah.
just it was
acknowledgement.
just sweet because like you
Yeah.
notice your own thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not very good at guitar, but I notice more vocal things, so I
Mhm.
want to compliment vocal things. And
Yeah.
I don't, it's just
You're
cool
probably
to
not
see
going to
it.
walk up to the drummer and be like, "How did you tune your snare?"
Right, yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like your friend Robbie would always go to Travis. You're hitting the pocket. I have no idea what that means.
It's
Is-
it's
are
a
we in
debated
it?
term.
Are we in the pocket? Is that-
I don't know what the pocket is.
I am the pocket.
I am. The
There's only one pocket in this band.
I
It's
think
Travis
I know
Kelso.
what it is. Yeah, it's T. Kelso.
T. Kells.
That's right.
So, yeah.
By the way, only person I've ever met in real life with the last name Kelso.
Really?
Aside from that 70s show, which I have not met Ashton Kutcher in real life.
You know what?
That's
It's
true.
like that used to be the coolest name because like everyone thought it was like Kelso that 70s show, but now it's so annoying because everyone's like Travis Kelsey.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
damn. I
his
didn't even
first
think
name
about
is
that.
Travis.
You're
almost
stuck with
closer.
that one.
Yeah.
Dude,
So that's the
rough.
new. No one cares about that 70s show
You
anymore.
should
I'm just
be-
Travis Kelsey.
You should be Travis Kelsey for Halloween one day.
I should be.
No, that's not too
Oh,
bad.
yeah, we
I
should have
gotta
done that.
wear platform shoes or something.
Dude, we were
It's a big man.
Get
we were at
stilts.
a yeah, we were at a Halloween party yesterday, and we were talking to this guy. He's like, "Hey, my name is Colin McGregor," and he was dressed as Colin McGregor. I'm like, "Oh, that's funny. You know, you're like, I'm a pickle, man." He's like,
I'm a pickle.
"No, my name is Colin McGregor."
Wait,
I'm like,
actually?
yeah, that was his actual
Col-
name. And he
not
was dressed
Connor?
as it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
My name's Taylor. I'm not like, I'm not an actual pickle.
I would have died if it was Ewan
Just so
McGregor.
you know,
though.
I'm not a pickle.
We all came as ourselves.
Dude, I was hanging out with two separate Charlie XCXs, and I kept getting
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
I kept getting them mixed up, and I remember I was like, I thought I was so funny. I kept being like, "Am I Brat right now? It's just,
there's
am I
Brat
the
and
Brat
Green.
Teletubby?"
Am I Brat Summer?
I made that joke way too many times last night.
It's pretty
I
good.
love
It's
it.
pretty
I
good.
loved it too much. I was like, you got to make yourself laugh first and
Yeah.
foremost.
It's true.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
You got to be
For
funny
sure.
to you.
Dude,
before
at
you
that
can be
same
funny to
party-
anybody else.
It was the same party last night. I had some lady comes up to me and she's like,
Oh,
she's like, "Are you a caterpillar?" Nah, not quite.
She wasn't
There was
drunk at
that,
all.
and then there was another time someone came up to me and they were like, "Oh, like I love the costume. Like, are you a hot dog?"
A hot dog?
A very
hot
ripe
dog,
hot dog.
green.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely not. What's wrong with you people?
like you are so close.
You
Not
could
at
also
all.
go Pokemon, somewhere there.
Yeah, Caterpie.
Caterpie.
Bulbasaur or something.
Yeah, Metapod. Yeah.
He's pickle.
Just a simple pickle. What can I say? What can I say?
I said Pickle Rick when I got here, so yeah.
It's not wrong. Just a pickle. I'm
Yeah.
just-
Can't
I'm
hurt
just-
anybody.
Pickle
I'm
is
just a
just
guy.
a
hey,
pickle,
come
yeah.
on, just a simple pickle.
Simple pickle.
Well, Shanny and the Eastman. Thank
This
you.
has been so fun.
So
Yeah,
much
this
fun.
has been
Thank you,
awesome.
guys.
It's been
guys
great
are the
having you
best.
guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we've been
It's
looking
been a
forward to this.
long time coming.
Heck yeah.
we've-
Yeah, it has been. It has been.
The lore, the friendship lore goes so deep. It's
Goth
awesome.
babe.
Lord.
When
Just
Goth
that,
getting
babe.
started.
Okay, we have to have a reunion and go to a Goth Babe show
There you
when
go.
he
We
comes
do.
back through town.
yes.
Like that.
when
needs
his
to happen.
boat lands in town.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
his boat lands in Nashville,
Yeah.
Tennessee, when he sails to
Sadie.
Middle Tennessee.
His dog name is Sadie, and my dog's name is Sadie. So
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Oh, you got to bring it then.
Come on.
Yeah, we gotta
I
bring
know.
her to the show.
Yeah,
Get her
Sadie's
some
gonna
little doggy
crowd
earmuffs.
surf.
Yes.
She's gonna crowd surf with her earmuffs.
Travis will be
That's
there
right,
this
that's right.
time.
Yeah, I'll come.
We'll get you out.
Travi!
Thank y'all so much for coming on, though.
Yeah.
For real.
Thank you, guys.
It was
So
so much
fun.
fun.
Thank you for
for
having
having
Y'all are
us.
so good. And yeah. let's
Cue the end music.
cue the
Yeah.
the
Future Taylor.
Live, laugh, love.
live, laugh, love, gang, gang. That's a wrap.